Here I am, all by myself. It's great. One man show. Charles should be in a second. I'm sure Trent will be here in a little bit. And that's about it, I guess. We'll be the Warriors 3. Right now, we're just the one man show. Oh, Charles is back. Welcome to Plastic Fanatics, the Late Night Aftercast. I'm your host, Victor Saber 77. We got a great show for you. Lots of stuff to look at. And yeah, that's about it. So we'll get into our introductions and hauls and shout outs and all that type of stuff and get into the news. Yay. All right, Charles, are you actually here? That is a no. Awesome. I see you. Kind of. Well, how are you doing, Charles? You doing just good? That's good. I'm doing good too myself.
Can you hear me?
Oh, now I can. So what's up?
I'm good.
I am totally gonna get wasted off my ass right now. It's the only way.
Can you hear
Oh
me?
my
Can
God,
you-
Frogman's joining us.
What's going on, guys?
What's up, man?
Nothing much, bro.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Good.
A little busy, but I'm good. I'm here. Made
Nice.
it.
Cool.
So
cool.
you're not a one man show, brother.
Oh man, well,
We're here, man.
I was gonna
We're
do a
here,
little
brother.
dance or something. I was
Damn.
gonna, start stripping it down, maybe.
Damn, I should have
Like,
waited then a little
you
longer.
should've waited till I dropped trow. But Charles, are you there?
I'm here.
What's going on, Charles?
Okay, you're here. Okay, so what'd you get this
What's
week,
up, man?
before we lose you again?
Picked up a second copy of Streets. I picked up back a copy of Venom Lethal Protector,
Something about
and got a couple.
couple of Batmobiles, I think you said.
One from the. Can you hear me all right?
Kind of. You're going in and out. I'm gotta pick up that internet.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
Can you hear me okay?
In and out. You're in and out. Kind of. Last thing I saw was you had something to do with a Batmobile.
Batmobiles.
Batmobiles.
The one from the anime. Yeah, the animated series Batmobile and Batmobile Hot Wheels version.
All right. I'm just assuming every other word you're swearing. That's why you're cutting in and out. It seems like I got my mother Batmobile. You can do all that self. You. Okay, cool. All right, Charles. You're at least here. I can kind of hear you. I don't know what's going on. But what's up, Frogman?
What's going on, man?
Not much. Glad you can make it.
Yeah, man. No problem. Glad to be here, man. Thanks for the invite.
Oh, no problem. Anything new for you?
Actually, I picked up the Disney Marvel Select Thanos.
Ooh.
It's up there in the middle. I don't know if y'all can see it.
Cool.
There are some things they're off screen, but they're the Ertl 1983 Fall Guy Jody Trans Am. It's like a 12-inch Trans Am, the white one with a eagle on it, and another Ertl 13-inch diecast General Lee jump car.
Nice.
They're all vintage 80s, so
Cool.
that's about it, dude.
Gotta love the Fall Guy.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Oh yeah.
I'm always in the hunt for a lot of those cars, and they're all mint in box, man. So here, let me get off. Let me get them. You can check them out.
Okay. All right, let's see what he's got back there. Let's see. Lots of Captain Americas.
Here we go, man. Show and tell.
Cool.
There's the Jody one. Mint box. Good condition. Nice Firebird. Good details.
Yeah, it's pristine. I mean, as far as being white.
Yeah, man. The color, all the decals. You know the decals by now, man. They're always peeling off, and these are in wonderful condition. And then that one's not too pricey. This one's an expensive one, but I always jump on them when I find them in good condition.
Oh wow.
That's I don't know if YouTube will get mad if I show that flag or not, but it's a nice jump car, plastic ramp, boxes in okay conditions. They're nice, just a little damage on the top there, but I love them, man. All these 80s movies, man. I love them. I usually chase after them. I had them when I was a kid, and now I collect the shit out of them. So, that's about it for me, bro. What about you? What you get?
Well, let's see. Oh, Charles has joined back. Charles is back. Charles is in here twice. Charles, you back?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay, good. Yeah. Yes, we can
hear
you.
There you go. Perfect.
All right, cool. Nice. All right, so for me, shout out to you, Frogman, for the gift, the Transformers Energon Unicron, which is I guess the Dead Universe Unicron, which is really cool. So
welcome, bro.
Thank you for that. He goes nicely with the rest of my heralds and such. So for Unicron. What else did I get? Oh, I got some Star Wars Constable Zuvio. I thought, what the hell? I'll build an army. They were only 3 cents, so I broke the bank spending 15 cents on those 5. But I thought, what the hell?
Why not?
Yeah, you don't really find anything for 3 cents anymore. So can't even get
It's only money, man. Come on.
It's only. I did look in the couch to replenish and all that type of stuff. So didn't have to dip into the children's fund. But what else did I get? I got the Target exclusive Chewie.
Cool.
With his nice intellectual goggles. So from the new Solo movie, so that's nice. I got some Porgs, and I did not know these things are in a small, very highly stealable, if you want to call that a word, packaging, which is kind of weird. Because they're there. Normal 6-inch. I know they're supposed to be small, but damn, I thought they were little like Tic Tacs. And the children, and then in the toy section, but I got those, and they weren't too bad. About $5. What else did I get? I got the SH Figure Arts Goku Black. I got that one finally, and so that's cool. So now I can have. I use the rose black one from the Dragon Ball Stars as that iteration. So I just have the normal black for the SH Figure Arts. I got the Mega Blocks. What is this thing? Turtles, Donnie, and Casey Jones, because I needed Casey Jones, but it was $5 at Ross. Like, I need something to build. And then I got the Super Colossus Walmart exclusive T-Rex, the battle damage. So that's not bad. And he's big. He kind of fits in with the 6-inch line. He roars. He does all that. He eats. He's going to eat these Porgs. I love the fact that he can eat things, and he's got a nice little, belly that you can open up to retrieve all this stuff. So I don't know, whatever. And that's about
it. Was last week. My
store. Yeah, they're nice, and it's only like $50. It's fairly inexpensive for such a large figure.
Yeah,
I've seen that the Indominus back from Jurassic World goes for like, I don't know, close to $300 some places. So I thought maybe that might go up. All right, so that's it. Trent, where the hell are you? You're not here. That sucks. All right, well, I guess we will go into our screen sharing. Sunday Heat says it sounds like you have a glitch in the Matrix, Charles. Just saying.
That's been from earlier.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. Trent's will be in a little bit later. Let's go over here. There we go. Wow, this has changed. All right. You seeing what I'm seeing, Charles?
Yes.
Cool. All right, so this is episode 168 of Plastic Fanatics. We are going to be taking a look at the season 3 opening mini-series, 5 Faces of Darkness. There will be a link in the description so you can go right to it if you don't want to listen to all our news and bullshit that we go through beforehand. Should be pretty good. Lots of stuff to go over in that segment, and I think it will be fun. All right, shout-outs. There's a big old get-together happening in Baltimore, I believe. I don't want to spit out where exactly, but Skullfest is happening. So shout out to everyone that's at Skullfest. You got majority, I think probably the entire Cool Table Network there. So that's awesome. And kudos to Bobby and his family for putting on this annual event, having everyone there. It's awesome. Be safe on your travels, though, guys. Cool. Have a great time. But Cool Table Network Facebook page, go check it out. Like, subscribe, all that type of stuff is what I'm going to fork out on you. So yeah, here we go. Shows that we have: Enter the Realm, which is on the Realm of Collectors YouTube channel, which is on Monday nights. We have Breaking the Mold, which is on Tuesday nights on the same YouTube channel. We also have Figure Banging every other Thursday, which should be coming back someday. We also have Shattercast Uncut. We have Nerd Rage Radio. We have Toy Detox. We have Fresh Communication building up to it. Stasis Log. Both of those are on Bricks on the Dollars YouTube channel. There's 8 weeks, kind of. Beers and Bolters 40K, or maybe it's turning into 30K. I don't know. And then shout out to the Cobra Law podcast, which is Welcome to the Terradrome. Check that out. Also, you can find everything on iTunes, Podbean, all that type of podcasting supporting services. Don't forget, every week I do it. Trying to get Deluxe up to 1,000 subscribers. Let's do it. Hail Hasbro Reviews. I believe he's at 732. So let's get him up there. His last review was on the Fans Toys RC, which unfortunately something occurred. Go watch the video if you want to know. So go over there, like, subscribe, all that type of stuff. And don't forget, like and subscribe here too. That's what it looks like. You hit this, you hit that. It's free. We appreciate it. It's all good. All right. And I can do an instructional video if you like later on, if it's too difficult for you to do. All right, here we go. Free Comic Book Day is today, May 5th, the revenge of the 5th, I guess. Yesterday was May 4th. Hopefully you guys had a great May the 4th be with you. I watched quite a bit of Star Wars, which was fun, 6 a.m. all the way to about 2 in the afternoon. So that was fun. But Free Comic Book Day. Hopefully you guys got something good. Now rolling into some C-Dub stuff. Now, this is the spoiler part of the show. This is where I put on my victory spoiler hat. We're going to go over a lot of stuff. Supergirl, I'm not going to spoil because I really don't kind of care about it that much. It's interesting as far as it's got, still got the Legions. It's got the World Dominators, all this type of stuff. And it is coming to a close. But it's just something that's just not, I'm like, I don't know. I want a crossover again. Charles, do you watch any of these?
I've watched the very first season of Supergirl. Arrow, the only episodes I saw was when he was hanging around Ra's al Ghul.
Wow.
Or I think it was like Ra's wanted him to take his place.
Okay. Yeah, that's a little while back.
And Flash, I might have seen bits and pieces here and there.
Is it safe to say you're not a DC fan?
Pretty much.
Okay, there we go. And I don't know, is Frogman still here?
He's here. Looks like he's muted.
Okay, well, I'll wait for him to be unmuted. And we'll just keep going through. DC Legends is done. Black Lightning's done. Flash, we got some good stuff. The Mechanic, which is DeVoe's wife, basically said, F you, I'm going at it alone. I'm not doing this. So that puts a little monkey wrench, I guess you could say, into DeVoe's plans. Unfortunately for Cisco and Gypsy, they broke up. Man, that was a Kleenex moment, but it's all good. Arrow was pretty good. We all thought that Tommy Merlin, after all these seasons, was actually alive, or maybe it was a doppelganger, whatever, from a different universe. It happened to be the guy that impersonated Oliver during the Prometheus series. So it was last season. And he basically got Oliver out of his little predicament of being incarcerated, put on trial, all that type of stuff, by showcasing that Tommy Merlin was the Green Arrow. And then he also came back as the judge to basically acquit him. So I guess whatever. We'll see what happens. But news on Arrow, it looks like there's another star leaving. We already had, what's her name? Willa. I don't know what the hell. Thea. I'm never good with names, but Thea, that is Oliver's sister, left the show. Even though Roy Harper's coming back for next season, it looks like Lance is going to be leaving. So captain, or former captain, or now mayor, I guess, Quentin Lance is, I believe, going to get killed off, is what I think. Now, this is just me speculating. I haven't read anything. I just know that he will be leaving the show. We don't know how. But right now, it seems like Laurel, the Earth, 2, I think, or Laurel, who's impersonating this Laurel, is trying to get away from Diaz, and she's actually caring about Lance as a father figure. We know Sarah is coming back in the last, I think, episode, which there's only 2 more episodes. So that's why I'm assuming why she comes back. She's not going to come back to fight. She's going to come back as for like a funeral, I think, is what I'm speculating. But whatever. Who knows? All right, moving on. DC Universe. They're getting their own streamlining service. Everyone's getting it. Whoopity-doo. Young Justice Outsiders. It's about fucking time. I've been waiting for this damn thing. And because, I love Young Justice. I love I love the timestamp that you got with each episode. I like how it progressed through their lives to, Robin becoming Nightwing and so forth.
Yeah.
The invasion was great. Again, this is spoiler stuff, but how they killed Kid Flash was a touching, sad moment. I was like, holy crap, you're going to end the season on that, even though it wasn't really supposed to end, but it just died. So they're coming back. Young Justice Outsiders, if you've read some of the old Outsider, not old, but when Nightwing and you had Arsenal and you had some of the other, Starfire, they created the Outsiders again or whatever. That's what it looks like it might be going into. Who knows? But it will be an animated series. Supposed to debut this year. When, I don't know. Here's Titans. This is a live action. Kind of reminiscence of Birds of Prey back in the day. There's people on each side of the fence. People like it. People are excited about it. Some people like me are like, I don't know, especially after we saw that Starfire picture with the wig, and I know she was cold or whatever, so she's wearing the whole get up that looks like she needs to go work on a corner street. I don't know. Just odd. So we'll see. But we did get this. Yes. 9 episodes out of the 13 have been revealed, or at least their titles have been revealed. So we have number 1, Titans Pilot, Hawk and Dove, Starfire, Rachel, the Doom Patrol, the Messenger, and number 7, Jason Todd. Ooh, that should be fun. 8, Angela. 9, Donna Troy. Hopefully, maybe we'll see Donna Troy get killed by a Superman robot, but I doubt it. That was a great book, Teen Titans Graduation. But Trent, are you here? No one else is here.
No Trent yet.
I didn't get a word you said, Charles. All right, here we go again. Just listen to my voice, people. What? All right, moving on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can only hear you when
Let's
you
check.
say, "Can you hear me?" It's odd. Weird. Now you're breaking up again. Okay, Harley Quinn coming back as an animated series, which is pretty cool. It was announced last year, I think, at San Diego Comic-Con. So that should be cool. It's going to dive more into her character, which the one thing I do like about the animated series that they flesh out the character, so it's kind of cool to see more Harley. And I believe they're trying, but I doubt it's going to happen. Margaret Robbie, who played Harley in Suicide Squad, potentially could be the voice of Harley, which I doubt. I'd be fine with Tara Strong. All right, those were coming out in 2018. 2019, we have Swamp Thing live action. I guess I kind of watched the one that was on Sci-Fi Channel back in the day. It was okay. Hopefully this one will have a better spin on things and such, but we'll see. That's coming out 2019. But coming this summer. Who are these guys? Teen Titans Go. So this should be fun. I was a fan of this series. I loved it. I don't know why. The beginning of it was good. Then it got really kind of like, wow, they're going really comedic in their roles. But I like the fact that they're going Hollywood. Robin wants his own movie. And I love Detective Chimp. And the case of the missing mustache. Oh, yeah. Guess who's back as the villain, which is Slade Wilson. Unfortunately, Ron Perlman is not the voice of him, which I can understand. I mean, Deathstroke, Slade in the show was a very, not monotone, but serious character. Didn't really joke around. This one is joking around like crazy. I mean, they mistake him for Deadpool in the whole trailer and such. Until he finally screams out Slade. But it's coming out this July. I miss my Hot Wheels 3-wheeler. That thing was fun. Yeah, Robin. Yeah, Beast Boy. I used to oh man, I could do some donuts. It was fun, just kind of turning that corner on the street. Oh. We got Beast Boy, Raven. We got Cyborg. We got Starfire. We got the whole team. Gonna hear a lot of booyahs. Teen Titans Go to the movies by 27. Power Rangers. We already know that Hasbro has or is in the works of acquiring. I believe they have. I mean, it's been reported that they've spent a little over $22 million on the licensing. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with the Legacy line, how that's going to transform into toys, because the toys are, I don't know. We'll see. But are you happy that Hasbro's taking the license, Charles? I know you buy.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious to see, what's going to happen, how they can.
Yes.
What they can do.
I swear, every other word you're saying is the F word. So I feel like you're being bleeped. I think it should be good. I'm hoping that the Legacy line continues to go because I like what they're doing. I like the Build-A-Figure as the Zord. Is it in scale? No, I don't really care. It's cool that we're getting it. And I'm hoping there's a lot of seasons worth of Power Rangers. A lot of colors of the rainbow to get. All right, Marvel Studios. I saw Avengers Infinity War Sunday of last week. I got 2 trailers. I Hate My Town. I got Jurassic World, so I was whoopity-doo. I've already saw that, but I did get to see this. So that was cool. So on July 6th, Real Heroes, not actual size. We're going to see Marvel Studios Ant-Man and the Wasp, which has been confirmed it's a prequel to Infinity War. So that makes sense. Looking forward to it. It looks like it takes place. I don't know when it takes place after Civil War, but we know from Avengers Infinity War that Hawkeye and Ant-Man were not, or Tic Tac were not in the movie because they cut a deal with the government, house arrest, all this type of stuff. And I think I can see why. They both have families. I know Steve was at one of the end scenes where Steve was like breaking them out of the raft. But I think they decided to stay. So you can see Paul Rudd there, man, just like, oh, checking my entire house. This was a funny scene. Did you see the preview, Charles?
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Cool. I did like the fact that they shrunk the building down and it actually had its own carrying, like it was a carrying suitcase on wheels. I thought that was
yeah.
Very humorous. Lots of special effects. I love the fact that it goes really quickly when they're enlarging, shrinking, like there's no time lag. I mean, it's just really fluent. I love that. We get the Wasp here because he needs a partner. Ant-Man and Pym, though, are talking about how she got wings, as you can kind of tell right there, and that she got stingers, which you can't really tell, except she's still got the penis-looking outfit, which is pretty cool. There you go. Down south. Michael Douglas still going. We get to see Giant Man back in action. We get to see him use a flatbed truck as a skateboard or a scooter. That was pretty nice. And then we get a new character, which is the Ghost. Which I thought it was going to be a dude, but it's an actual female character. Maybe I missed something in the newer comics, but I thought that was pretty cool. Looks fantastic, in my opinion. I've always liked the Ghost. I was hoping the Ghost would be introduced in like Iron Man, but oh well. And we get the Armor Wars.
Yeah.
And then we got Bill Foster, played by, you know who he is. Sorry, I'm finishing my drink. All right, there we go. Bill Foster is the Black Goliath. That's what Marvel decided to name him. Or Goliath later on. That's what he looked like in the comics. You may know him from Civil War, where he got killed by Ragnarok, which you may think, who's Ragnarok? That's Ragnarok. It's a cyborg that was created by Pym and Mr. Fantastic, because Thor was off experiencing Ragnarok. So this android decided to kill Foster. And instead of being able to shrink him down, they just made one big ass grave for him. Creepy. All right, back to the movie. This was a funny scene where Wasp throws out this Pez dispenser, which is a Hello Kitty. And it got Ruby. All right, there you go. July 6th. I'm looking forward to it. I actually like the non-tie-in movies at times. I think they're pretty good. I enjoyed Ant-Man. Maybe it's because I didn't have any expectations with Ant-Man. I don't know a lot about him. So, and I'm fine with it. I was fine with it being Scott Lang and all this type of stuff. And until they...
You mean the first one, Jay?
Yeah, the first one. So,
yeah, well, that's like an origin story, pretty much.
Yeah.
I think the second one, they got some theories that supposedly they're supposed to say why they weren't in Infinity War or something like that.
Yeah, it's a prequel.
Yeah.
But I mean, the one things I don't need to know is like, okay, Scott Lang's there. Scott Lang was doing stuff to, help out his family. That's why he was kind of the life of crime.
Mm-hmm.
Cassie took over when he died in the Avengers, when Jack Hartz came and decided, let's start Avengers Disassemble, and I'm going to blow up everything, and I'm going to take you with me. And as long as we don't get any type of, and hopefully, if you know comic books, you know where I'm going, but Pym and Janet Van Dyne, the Wasp, really they had a volatile relationship at times. I'll just leave it at that. I mean, this, Ultimate series, you saw it fleshed out big time. Little spousal abuse, lots of just stupid shit. I don't think they're going to put that in here, but I don't want any of that. So I'm glad. I'm glad they went this kind of route and everything. So it should be good. All right. Hey, Frogman, have you seen this?
Yeah. I saw it Thursday at midnight.
All right. Thank God. Okay. So we're all good.
We're good, man.
So we're going to talk about Infinity War real quickly. By talking about it, we're going to spoil it. I'm not going into just spoilers like, hey, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened. No, we're just going to like, hey, what'd you like about it? And through the conversation, we're going to end up like spoiling the shit out of it. So, all right. So we've all seen it. Is Trent's here?
Nope.
Damn it. Where the hell are you? So bitch. We're supposed to be the Frightful Four, not the Warriors 3. Damn it. All right. So, a lot of death. If you're familiar with the Infinity Gauntlet, you're familiar with Thanos in general, death is right there next to him. Very interesting story arc for the character Thanos, how he was on a means of helping out, I guess, the universe, because there's just too many mouths to feed. So what better way to help out is just take away half the population. You know what? Kind of makes sense. And we talked a little bit about this, and we didn't go into too much spoilers, but, go check out Breaking the Mold last Tuesday. It was a fun conversation about this and such. But we did get to see the Black Order. Not this Black Order. This is from Avengers Assemble, but pretty cool out there. Here we go. This Black Order. Oh, and by the way, he dies. He dies a noble death, though. Loki dies of a noble death. He says that he is Odin's son. He goes through all that, save my brother. He thinks he can get one more. Maybe I can get in there close to Thanos and, get to the neck, the jugular. Or kiss him. I don't know. Whatever you wanted to do, but didn't work. But Black Order, or in the comic books, they are Cull Obsidian, but they renamed the Black Dwarf here, the big dude, as Cull Obsidian. So that's no longer viable. We have Corvus Glaive. We have Ebony Maw, and we have Proxima Midnight, which these two are, in the comic books, married. They seem to have a type of relationship in the movie. Pretty powerful entities.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think of them?
I liked them.
I liked them too, man. For Ebony Maw, it kind of sucks, man, because he's so powerful that Doctor Strange and Iron Man and they couldn't get to him, dude. It's just he's just throwing stuff at them, and they didn't lay a finger on the guy, and he was kicking their ass. He was kicking their ass, dude. He was kicking their ass.
There we go. So he was a powerful player. His death scene, as humorous as you want it to be, because it came from Spider-Man, another movie reference. Hey guys, you ever seen that movie Alien? So all of a sudden they blast him through the hole. Powerful character that just went out like a bitch.
I was expecting that scene, like from to pick up his hand or something and just have him just like stop in midair and come back or something.
He's a telekinetic.
Like not get sucked out and he gets frozen and dies in space. And
I thought he had some type of manipulation on objects and such, but yet it didn't work out that way. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I need to watch it 5 more times. I don't know. But I think Infinity Wars made their money. Just a factoid, it's the tied for third highest, expensive movie, I guess you could say, over $300 million to make, but it's close to $1 billion in revenue. So I think they did a good job.
Marvel's always banking with their movies, man. They're great.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
They know what they're doing, bro.
But each one of these guys I thought was really cool. I just wish that I know they were cannon fodder, essentially, is what they became. But they're like the Four Horsemen. They're the ones that Thanos handpicked, the children of Thanos, to do his bidding, to kick some ass. And they failed, in my eyes. He gets killed by Bruce Banner in a fucking Hulkbuster suit. Okay. He gets stabbed by Vision. How many times can Vision be at death's door in this movie to still be able to stab this guy in the back with his own damn blade? He goes out like an alien in the hull of a ship, frozen, just like, oh, look. Maybe he'll come back. I don't know. She gets into a fight with Black Widow and almost loses. I didn't know Black Widow had superhuman powers, but she gets nailed by Scarlet Witch, who runs her over with one of those rolling mechanical tank things. Splat. She becomes roadkill.
But in an earlier scene when it was Cap and Black Widow, she held her own pretty good, but eventually I think Cap and Black Widow kicked her ass pretty good, dude.
Yeah, they did.
Where she ran, she just, you know what, this isn't over, and she took off.
So that was my only thing. I mean, we saw Ebony Maw at least in the beginning, where he is just like, holy crap, this dude's pretty powerful. How he captured Doctor Strange, Spider-Man's going after him, all this type of stuff's going on. He's torturing Doctor Strange on the actual, spaceship and all this type of stuff. And it's like, oh man, how are you going to defeat this guy? I mean, these guys are all not on par with Thanos, but they got to be up there. And yet that's how they go out. So that's some of my gripes. I don't care about not staying true to the comic book. Did I wish there was more death? Maybe a little bit. Was there, or at least a mention, a creation of this, cosmic being, death? That would have been kind of cool.
Yeah.
Some hot chick in a robe. Bony, but still, whatever. But kind of fun. But it didn't. I will also have in the description a link to the Infinity Gauntlet. We did a blast from the past on that if you guys want to check it out. If anything, it might put you to sleep. So there you go. We have the Infinity Free Comic Book Day. This issue right here was the introduction of Corvus Glaive. I'm going to mispronounce the name, so I apologize. But again, I'm just pointing out the comic books. If you're one of those type of collectors, like, oh man, I need to get the first, appearance of this because it's going to go up in price or whatever. Here you go. Prelude to the Infinity, which was in New Avengers Volume 3, number 8. This is you get the cameo of the Black Order. And if you want their full appearance, check out Infinity Part 1. And you get everyone. Even though this guy was not in the movie. So there you go. The movie itself was pretty good. It contained itself well, even when they had different stories going this way, going that way, going this way. I think it all came together. It transitioned well in my eyes. The ragtag teams that were formed were good. Still, Drax is just dumbfounded. A man of iron. Oh. The death scenes were good. Mantis doing the things she did. The Wakandan team was great, even though this guy never showed up. Right here. This big old green dude who decided, you know what? I got my ass handed to me by Thanos. I'm not coming out to play no more.
I'm going to sit this one out, Coach.
I'm going to take my Gamma Ball and go somewhere else. So that was unfortunate. I was really hoping he'd come back towards the end. I know some people have said maybe this is a snippet from the next movie. Well, I don't think they're going to have they're going to have another battle on Wakanda? No. And, this dude's dead.
So, so is she.
Oh, yeah. Did she die too?
Yeah.
I didn't think she died.
Yeah, she's
Okoye?
going too.
Okay.
I think she did, yeah.
So, interesting. But we did get to see who is in the Hulkbuster suit. It was Bruce Banner. And Bruce Banner was the comedian of the Avengers. But it's just because he was displaced out of the team for 2 years. so he has no idea what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
And so he's trying to
totally
acclimate himself back.
lost.
What'd you guys think of the Wakanda battle scene?
It was awesome, bro.
Was
Epic.
I liked it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I liked it, man. I like seeing all the characters together, and just the way they were laid out, the battle scene, and seeing all of them in action was amazing. You know, and it was, you're right. You know, Bruce Banner was the comedic person, fumbling around in the Hulkbuster armor and trying to figure out how it works, and that was funny, but it was awesome, man. I enjoyed the scene. It was pretty wicked.
Yeah, it was. I love battle scenes that are, as we say, epic as far as the overall look. They pan out. You get this nice landscape look, like Lord of the Rings, where you just have two armies running together and just clashing, and it's just like, it's pandemonium.
Just like the old days.
Yep.
Just like the old days.
So,
yeah,
the Royal Rumble of Marvel characters.
Yeah. It's pretty cool that you see all the tribes also, they kind of unite together in Wakanda. Yep. As before, they were separated and they're united and they're fighting side by side. Yeah, dude. It was pretty cool. I really enjoyed seeing that part.
We got to see a familiar skull face. Red Skull. Which I'm happy. That was a nice nod to us comic book nerds. He was so intertwined with the Cosmic Cube. And it was kind of cool. I mean, he's with the Soul Gem here, which was interesting. But he did disappear in Captain America: First Avenger. He just got carried away. So this is a crappy scene. So that's the Red Skull. Hence the skull being red. Red Skull. Pretty cool. Jonathan Schmidt. Thor, we got to see that he is more of a badass in some ways and kind of weak in other ways. Now, these are pictures I took from the trailer. At this point in time, when he's opening up the door for the star to come in to melt the Uru metal, whatever it is that they can make Stormbreaker, you can see he's missing an eye. Well, thanks to our little rabbit friend, Raccoon, he got an eye, and it was interesting how he popped that sucker in there, and he's back to 2020, I guess, or dare I say 2015? Right. I don't know. Maybe he's got a little better. Yeah. But we did get to see Thor endure the brunt of a star for a little while. He did get baked, but he was able to take it. But at the very beginning, it takes place, if you watch Thor Ragnarok, you saw the end scene. Hopefully you did see the end scene where Thanos' ship is approaching the Asgardian ship. And that's it. Okay, we know what's happening. This movie ends up right at the aftermath of Thanos' men getting on the Asgardian ship and just decimating at least half of them, because we only do things in halves. As far as that's the Thanos rule, the rule of halves. It was interesting to not see some of the characters and to see Thor just laid waste. We also got to see Hulk, beaten. Heimdall did save him, put him on the Frost Bridge, sent him back to Earth, sent him right to Doctor Strange, which was interesting. That he knew to send him there, somehow. But no worries. Thor gets a hammer. I did predict this. I did say it was going to be Groot's pecker as the stand. I think I said on a couple episodes of Plastic Fanatics ago, but it ended up being his arm. So that's pretty cool because they needed to find a handle. Yeah. But again, I still don't like when you're building up a character from Thor Ragnarok. I mentioned this, I believe, on Breaking the Molds. Go check that out. Realm of Collectors YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this one. that he's not the god of hammers. He has this inner power, and that thing was only there to focus it. But yet here we have him back to the hammer, back to Stormbreaker, which is odd. I don't like that, discounting how he was pushed to be this powerful. He didn't need that thing, and now he does need it. Very interesting.
Yeah, because he didn't even put up a fight with Thanos, man, in the beginning. He just, he didn't even try. It's like he was so, what do you call it, overwhelmed that he just gave up and he didn't even try.
And supposedly it's strong enough, powerful enough to kill Thanos, the god, Stormbreaker. But here we go. This is the first scene of, or first of many scenes of the touching moment between the Vision and the Scarlet Witch, who throughout the movie, I thought she had an accent, but maybe she doesn't. I don't know. Maybe she was, I don't know. They're in Scotland, so it's not like went away, but that we get to see Vision on his back telling her some touching moment like, you complete me. I don't need the mind gem. It's all about you. I don't care about your twin sister. No. Part of me felt like, you know what? Scarlet Witch is a crazy son of a bitch when she gets emotional. When she gets emotional, her hex powers go out of control. I was thinking just the loss of Vision. Ooh, are we going to see something weird happen? She's going to rewrite something. No, it's unfortunate. But here we go. We have another touching moment. She was the one that was supposed to destroy the mind gem if, I believe it was Shuri who couldn't remove it from Vision and such. And unfortunately, he just died. He actually lost color, kind of Optimus Prime-ish.
Yeah, that's what I said.
So that was fun to see that Vision kicked the bucket. Scarlet Witch also kicked the bucket. I mean, the people who died, Winter Soldier was the first, saying, hey, Cap, boom, gone. All of them, dragged Star-Lord. I didn't think Star-Lord was going to go out, but Star-Lord went out. Mantis, I believe Doctor Strange went out. But the one that was probably the most touching, and I believe that I saw it was ad-libbed, was Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I don't want to go, Mr. Stark. Like, all right. So I'm glad I didn't have, I had my kids with me, but they're tough as nails. They didn't shed a tear from nobody. But I'm glad I wasn't around any other children because I heard in the theater a little bit left. You can't die, Prime. You can't die, Peter.
You shed a tear. You shed a tear. You did. You're not going to admit it, but you did.
I had to go to the bathroom really quickly after that scene.
I'll be right back, guys.
I gotta go. I'll be right back, man. Why, Lord? Why?
He's just a kid.
Why did you take away him? I know MJ's not the right one, but it wasn't that bad. I mean, come on. All right, so we don't have to worry. Russ doesn't have to worry that Silver Surfer is probably not going to be in the next Avengers or anything. But I do miss this guy. He's just a part of the whole thing, but it's all good. I think they did a good job. Nebula is still alive. We got to see a nice bond between Gamora and Nebula. We got to see that strengthen. We got to see a better bond between Star-Lord and Gamora, but oh man, I'm getting tired of Star-Lord. Let's see. I got mommy issues. I'm okay now. Dude, I got daddy issues. Oh, okay, I'm okay now. Now I'm going to have girlfriend issues, but at least I'm dead, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. But like, dude, what else is it going to be?
Yeah.
Besides being fat. That's what his crew members were calling it. But if you did read Infinity Gauntlet, you know that at one point Nebula got the gauntlet. Will she get the gauntlet in the next coming movie?
Well, she's supposed to come back.
Yeah.
They say. That's what they say. But
I'm just throwing stuff out there. I don't know. Who knows? But it'd be kind of cool. We know that the second death of Thanos was by Adam Warlock, who came out of the Soul Gem, who turned him into stone, essentially. And I believe Captain Marvel, on his home on Titan, decided to use him as a little trophy or something. But he came out of the Soul Gem and got Thanos. Well, there is no Adam Warlock, even though we did get a little bit of a scene, which we'll see here in a second. But I believe it's going to be Gamora. She's not truly dead. She went into the Soul Gem, in my opinion. She's in the Soul World. And I think she's going to come out at a proper time and be that X Factor. Oh, X Factor. But we saw this in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. This golden cocoon sarcophagus type thing. But unfortunately, he's not here. Which leads me to, how are they going to finish off the Infinity Saga? In the comic books, Adam Warlock got the gauntlet. Will the Living Tribunal, Eternity, all these other characters, celestial characters, basically said, you can't have that. You can't wield the power of it. So he's like, okay, I will take care of it. I'm going to give each of my team members, or who I feel, a stone. Gave everyone Pip, Gamora, Moondragon, Drax, dumb Drax. And he gave one to Thanos. He gave the Reality Stone to Thanos, which is interesting. But there is no Adam Warlock. How are they going to displace these stones? Are they just going to destroy them? Are they going to hide them? What are they going to do? But end credit. Spoiler. Agent Hill and Fury are ashes in the wind. But he's rocking that old pager, which I got my Motorola, just waiting for the call. It's on, but still not getting anything. You can see there the design. That is Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers. So she's going to be in the next movie. Her movie comes out, individual movie comes out next year. It is a prequel. So 2 movies that we'd already talked about. Ant-Man, Captain Marvel. Prequels. It works. Hopefully. I'm hoping Marvel has something in there. And then she becomes. But stay tuned next week on Plastic Fanatics. We're going to dive into my favorite Marvel character, which is Captain Marvel. And we'll look in depth at the Carol Danvers, Miss Marvel, Warbird, the Drunken Girl, Binary, Captain Marvel, everything about her next week. So that should be fun.
Yeah.
She's essentially the Wonder Woman of Marvel in a way. I can't think of any other strong female character that's a mirror image, not a mirror image, but kind of like her. Can be sexy as hell. Gotta love flying blondes. Damn. Trent, you here?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, man?
Pretty good. And you? How's it going?
Good. We are now the Frightful Four.
Yep.
Awesome. So cool. Cool. Did you watch Avengers? I'm hoping I'm not spoiling anything for you.
Yes, sir.
Nice. Awesome. Cool. All right. We're getting out of that now. Moving into Ace Comic-Con. This is going to be in Seattle, June 22nd through the 24th. They've announced Tom Holland. Spider-Man is going to also be there. Don't worry if you decided to pay for those $1,000 photo op packaging. Hit them up for the VIP, and then they will work this into it as it's now more grand because they're getting all these people. Elizabeth Olsen, I believe, is supposed to be there. And I think Paul Bettany, Vision, is also going to be there too. So it's going to be a big show. I may end up going, but there's no way in hell I'm going to be paying for photos. I'll be on the street corner asking people to pay me for photos, but I don't think that's going to go over well. So I'll just do headshots. Oh well. All right, moving into some toy news. We have Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm going to slur my words now. I'm only 3 in. Damn. From Volume 2, this is Gamora. Hot Toys, 1/6 scale. Not bad.
Holy cow, that does look like her.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, that's pretty good.
That's some hair too. Combable hair. At least the bottom half. Comes with a Groot, which is Groot's son, I guess. And to be honest, because the original Groot died in Guardians of the Galaxy 1. But she looks good. It was also nice to see in the Avengers movie that Groot is a prick teenager. Obviously, just I am Groot. Oh my God, the language, but it was cool to see at the towards the end when they're making Stormbreaker that he decided to
Help
chop
out.
off his arm and
Yeah.
Yeah.
take one for the team. I still think it should have been his. You know what? There's a team. This is probably I understand Spider-Man dying. That was pretty touching. Out of all the cinematic Marvel stuff they've done, probably the most touching death scene was Yondu.
Yeah.
I will say.
Yeah, you cried in that one for sure.
Oh, definitely. I was bawling like a baby.
Yeah.
I was like, someone asked me Kleenex. I'm like, yes, please, more. I need more Kleenex. He made him proud. Oh my God, he made him so proud. And they all showed up. Oh my God, it's so good. We'll never hear him whistle again. Sucked. That was good. So here's all the stuff you got with Gamora. Get some battle armor, jetpack, sword, gun, lots of green hands, Stan, a little Groot. Pretty cool. Don't forget, check out ETR this Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's a returning cast member coming. You should have seen the preview. I'm not going to spoil it. My victory spoiler hats off. But they will be going over in depth Infinity War. Should be fun. So, forward to that. Iron Man here. Stealth armor Iron Man. This is what is this? This is their Tamashii Comic-Con exclusive, which is taking place in Japan in May. I believe May. Yeah, May. The end of May 25th, 27th. Now, for me, I don't know about you guys. I always thought the stealth armor was darker. A little darker blue. Yeah. But that's just me. Looks good though. But this looks very Mega Man-ish.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. This will be available also on their website as an exclusive if they have stock left over. And it will be limited, so if you want this thing, I would jump on it. And I won't go over the song. Jump on it. No. Looks good. Johnny backside. Flight mode. I just watched Iron Man today. I forgot how good that is. It's for the beginning of this whole thing. All right, coming up next, we have Iron Man 2, which is the Mark III with the Hall of Armor set. I like how they're continuing this on. He does come with some really good accessories. I will probably end up buying this one because it has the donuts. I'm a huge donut fan. But you get 2 Tony Stark heads, one without the glasses, one with the sunglasses. Thought that was cool. And I kind of like this armor.
It's a nice one, man. Until Crashbox Customs make you a giant donut, you can put them in there.
Oh,
the rooftop.
A nice windshield donut.
Yeah, dude.
So there you go. He doesn't have the palladium type of stuff going on the side, but that face sculpt looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sunglasses look good. I will say it's because of Tony Stark. I almost bought an Audi. But then I'm like, fuck no. Can't spend that much money. All right, up next is the manga realization series by Bandai. This is the Kotetsu Samurai War Machine. Not really into this, but I will say this looks pretty cool.
Hmm.
There he is right there. He's got the cannon, some of the other weaponry out of the packaging. The backside of it. Look at that thing. Looking good. There he is next to Iron Man. And there he is next to the Captain America and Iron Man.
Very unique.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Pretty cool. All right, into DC Mayfex. We have the Justice League Flash. The head sculpt's really cool on this. I like it.
Yeah.
Not going to buy it, but still, if I wanted this, I would. But Play Arts Kai is good enough for me, and I'm done. Plus, it's Mayfex. I don't know. Several pairs of hands. Joints look seamless. Good posability. Got texturing. Got a lot of good paint. Such. Hopefully, yours comes that way. There you go. Mezco, 112 scale. I think this was out for pre-order. I believe it's sold out. Very hard to come by. This is the purple suit Catwoman. Now, I remember the comic book back in the day of this look. Seems to be missing some assets. Maybe it's just the way she was drawn back then, but I don't know. But there you go. She comes with 3 heads or 2 heads with goggles, backpack, whip, stand, interchangeable hands. Pretty cool. I don't think Crashbox has this available anymore, but hit them up. Again, Crashbox Customs is a wholesaler of Mezco products. We're looking at Batman. And I like that look. The scratch on the cowl exposing the one eye, the blood. I like the overall look of that. Looks pretty cool. Doesn't really fit with Superman, but got the kryptonite knuckles, brass knuckles. I still think that's Superman. He's wearing Ma Kent's sweater. She made it for me for Christmas. This looks weird. Nice cape. Holy shit, that's a lot of batarangs. 10 batarangs, just in case you lose a couple. Grappling gun with 2 hooks. Large batarang, sonic disruptor, 9 interchangeable hands, 3 interchangeable heads, a bat drone, and a stand. Bat drone. I wonder if you can ride it like Goblin. This is cool. I have not a lot of information on this, but it was Jim Gordon. 112 scale again. Looks good. I like that bat signal. But this was pretty cool. Now, do you guys collect any Mezco stuff?
No.
Well, this isn't for you then. No. Here's a 112 scale Mezco Batmobile. I think that looks pretty nice. And we haven't gotten anything since the last one we got was what from Mattel, the Justice League remote control one. Then before that, a Batman animated series for 6-inch. Unless you count the tumbler. That's, I don't know, back in the day. Who knows? Any Star Wars fans here?
Yeah.
All right. We have another SH Figure Arts exclusive to the Tamashii Nations Comic Con. Again, in Japan, May 25th, 27th. This is the Star Wars Force Awakens C-3PO with red arm. Bloodied arm.
Wonder where he had that arm.
I don't know. Would he stick that arm in?
I don't know. I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
Or through somebody.
Yeah. But there you go. Pretty cool. Next up, this was released yesterday. May the 4th be with you. Disney Store exclusive. This is the Star Wars Elite Darth Vader. This isn't your true 1/12 scale. This is more of a 7-inch scale. It's got die cast. The only thing going for it is it's Darth Vader. It's a Disney Store exclusive. Other than that, the head sculpt's okay. It's unmasked, so that's, I guess, a plus. It does come with a lightsaber. This is the Return of the Jedi version of him. I don't like it personally, especially when we see, and it's a plastic cape.
That's what I was going to say. The cape's a little.
I mean, this is Star Wars Elite. So this is supposed to be better than the Black Series. Higher price point, but it's ridiculous the way it looks. And so here you see him with the helmet on. He's got the little force grip out there. Like, I'm going to choke you. It's what I do. I choke you. You want some? I'm going to choke you too. Choke that chicken. Choke up on that lightsaber. So there he is with the mask off. Still doing that choke. Oh, give me your candy. Bring me all your younglings. But here's the crappy thing. It's a half mask, it looks like. I mean, seriously? It doesn't even fully encompass his entire head. So he's like, it's a Halloween mask. It's just missing the little rubber band on the back. I don't get it.
Wow.
So that's a fail. Good job, Disney.
But isn't that the, I don't mean to be a mean person towards Disney, but isn't that the common problem with these figures? Where at first glance they look amazing, and then you start looking into the details, and it's just a piece of shit.
Oh, yeah. The screw holes on the back are always exposed. They don't stand, even though they come with a stand. I don't understand why we can't get stands with the Black Series. And yeah, they're just, I don't know. I don't get it. The General Grievous, which I know we've talked about a long time ago, was like, oh, it's sought after. It's General Grievous. Oh my God, it's die cast. It's so cool. Goes for a lot of money. They re-released them. It's a piece of shit.
A lot of people spent a lot of money on the figure, dude, and it's a piece of shit.
It's a piece of shit.
Damn.
Big time. It doesn't stand. You couldn't do anything with that damn thing. Best thing is just melt it. Bury it. Whatever. Don't even look at it. Don't accept the package if the mail man's coming to your house. Like, no, I don't want that.
I didn't order that.
I didn't order that shit. Give it to next door. I don't need that crap. Steal it. I don't care. This is the one time you can steal my package. Go ahead, steal it. Get out of here. Get the fuck off my lawn now. So up next, we got news that Star Wars Black Series exclusive Admiral Piet is coming out. It's coming out, next month? Maybe 2 months. I don't know. But it's an Entertainment Earth exclusive, so that's kind of cool. It's out for pre-order right now. I think is that the first time we're getting this gun? Kind of odd. It's like, I like the solo gun, but I like kind of that old school European kind of gun. Yeah, let's do that. I do like the fact you can take his hat off. So there you go. You get a Sheldon Cooper in the Star Wars Black Series. And just in case you guys out there have been able to find the Chewbacca's, which are a Target exclusive, make sure you check the gun. There is some discrepancies. One's missing the slider for the pump action because it's kind of like a shotgun, I guess. So make sure that you get the right one. Not to say that this is worth more money. I don't know. You're probably going to have some scalpers out there like, oh, this is a production error. It's worth a lot of money, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. But also look for their eyes. It's their eyes. Oh my God. There's like 8 to a case, I believe. Maybe, or 6. I don't know. Something like that. And when I was at Target yesterday, there was 5, I think, on the shelf, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the first one I looked, I'm like, oh my God, there's Chewy. Cool. I'm going to pick him up. I looked at him like, whoa. He is not looking at me. He's looking at the chick next to me. I'm like, this isn't cool. I don't want this one. So I had to go and find another one who's looking like eyes here, man, eyes here. He wasn't looking down into my junk. He was looking up at my eyes, and I liked it. And so just be careful. Sometimes the eyes can be kind of wonky. Unfortunate. This was spectacular news. I don't know if you guys collect Storm collectibles, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, King of Fighters. I mean, they're all coming out, but we don't get to have the Lion's Mane Akuma as our Akuma. We get the nostalgia is what they're calling this, I think. Nostalgia Akuma. But there he is. The Akuma or however you want to pronounce his name. Badass. Love it. It's one of the reasons why I stuck with the figure arts. I love the articulation, but they had the Akuma that I wanted. But then all of a sudden, this came about. Like, cool. So now I'm going to have to go back and find these so precious, expensive figures. That looks good. Look at that. Oh my goodness, straight up kick. Ripping this sack to bits. Serious. I mean, I was able to do that maybe once or twice in my life, and it did not feel good.
But your boys were mad at you.
Yeah, my boys were like, fuck this, we're gone. We're out of here. We're done.
Ouch.
The berries are left the trousers. Iron Man pose, he's got the nice effect pieces, which is cool, so you can give him the Shoryuken or the Hadouken, which I don't think that's the same name for the Dark Do stuff, but whatever. There you go. Lots of good stuff. When's that Shao Kahn dropping? That's the one thing I'm collecting from Storm Collectibles is you gotta love ninjas, different colors of ninjas. So I've been buying all the Mortal Kombat stuff, but man, the Street Fighter stuff is good. All right, up next is Agent Scully. This is a 3-0 product. It's a 1/6 scale, so like Hot Toys and such. She's about 11 inches. There are 2 different versions. There's the normal version, then there's a deluxe version. Price for them is like $168 to $180. There she is. Yeah. She's got really small hands for that gun. Kind of weird. There's Mulder. Wasn't a huge X-Files fan. I did buy the comics, but other than that. Here's the deluxe version, so you get a trench coat. So, there you go.
Looks like a cape.
Yep. It looks like it's got a wire in it.
Yeah.
Possibly. It's flasher material. All it is. Up next, 2018 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive by Playmates. We're getting another Voltron. This is going to be a gift set. This is their legendary Voltron Hyper Phase version. We've seen this, I think, at Toy Fair. Or maybe it was, I think it was New York Toy Fair. Not bad. Priced at around $130.
Like Nemesis.
Yeah, I guess if you want this. I don't need it. I'm happy with the classic. I will totally.
That thing's amazing, dude.
I will shit myself. I'll do it on camera if need be. Well, no, I take that back now because then I'll be held up to it. But if we finally get a vehicle Voltron, a Die Ruger, but it would be great. I don't know. How many of you guys have a Voltron from Playmates, whether it's the legendary or the classic?
I have the classic version.
All right, cool. Charles, I know you have at least one.
As well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Trents, do you have any of these?
No.
Okay. You're not a
It
Voltron
looks
fan.
good though. I watched the show. I remember the show from the 80s.
All right. Cool.
I even know the story behind the Japanese version.
Oh. Yeah, After Hours. Yes. All right, cool. Yeah, the classics version's great. I'm not feeling the love in the stores. I mean, since they already clearanced out the classic Lions, I know we were supposed to get drivers. I know we were supposed to get all this other stuff, but it looks like it's going to be one of those going straight to TJ Maxx, Ross, and going to skyrocket in price once they're gone, which sucks. All right, so NECA's doing Pennyworth. Penny the clown. I hate fucking clowns. I hate clowns. Fuck Penny. Fuck Ronald McDonald. Oh my god, I hated that son of a bitch. I hated that. Goddamn asshole. Was not a McDonald fan.
All right, let's talk about this, Jane. What did Ronald McDonald do to you?
Well, he just wouldn't ever stop smiling. It just something about white paint and all this. It was just bad. Now, my friend hated Ronald McDonald too. And he came to our school once, and I wanted nothing to do. I did scream like a girl and ran away from him. I will admit that. And I was like in probably the second grade or something. My friend went on stage with him because he was doing some type of act. He was, I don't know what the hell he was doing. Telling us kids to stay in school or some crap. Or giving us Burger King, or not Burger King, but, McDonald's vouchers. But he pissed himself because he got scared. A lot of kids were scared of this dude. Maybe it was the smell of alcohol. I don't know. But it wasn't a pleasant experience back then. And then you throw in this movie, which was a mini series. So it was on TV, so it wasn't like bad. But then you also had Killer Clowns from Outer Space. And I'm like, man, I don't want anything to do with cotton candy. Get that popcorn away from me. It's creepy. But yeah,
your friend wasn't popular with the ladies.
Yeah.
Aren't you the kid that pissed his pants in second grade?
Well, yeah. I will admit, though, we didn't all laugh because I think we were all still horrified that there was a clown on stage. And we probably all pissed ourselves in the audience. But you're getting the classic Pennyworth. Or Pennywise, not Pennyworth. I don't know what Alfred. This is not Alfred. This is Pennywise, and then we're getting the newer Pennywise from the newer movie, which I am. I do have this movie. I did kind of enjoy it, and so I am kind of looking forward to when they become adults and what's going to happen. Yeah. But all right, moving into some Transformer news. I thought this picture looked pretty sweet. I found it. I don't know anything about it. But
yes.
I like it. I like Megatron with a fusion cannon, but I think he looks pretty cool with a shotgun.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Pretty nice. But just got me kind of thinking about these guys from Flame Toys. This is their model kit. So we got Starscream on the left. And then we have Optimus on the right.
Oh, if we could only get a Starscream that looked like that, but could transform.
Yeah. That would be kind of cool. But why do they have to pelvic thrust? Yo, Starscream. Yo, what's up, Prime? You got to send it out a little bit more, man.
Yeah.
That exhaust ain't out there. Like, okay, here you go.
It's like my junk's bigger than your junk.
No, my junk. I can pelvic thrust more than that. Get the hell out of here. The backs look good. These seem to be high product. Obviously Flames Toys does good stuff. Ooh, Starbucks Reserve Experience coming soon. Oh, man, yeah. Starbucks coming to Thailand. Love it. My mom should be happy. So they're high quality. They're good. We're also getting a model kit for Bumblebee. Oh, why does he have to have the copter? Stupid backpack. I guess. Jolt will be there, I guess. I don't know. So there you go. Optimus, I can fly. I can fly. Oh, you're a gyro. Cool. So you got that. Then you got this huge Optimus Prime. Again, these are officially licensed. That Optimus Prime looks good. So big, beefy. These are the action
So with
figures.
the gorilla arms.
Hey, man. You got gorilla arms. Well, you don't like the gorilla arms? Little maybe nod to Optimus Primal?
Yeah, could be. Yep.
He does look good. I think he looks good. I'm not completely sold. I know there's some people going goo goo gaga over Drift. That's awesome. Cool. I do remember back in the day, though, when we first saw Drift, people were like, oh my God, $300. It doesn't even transform. Screw that shit. Now everyone's like, oh my God, I just pissed myself. I'm so happy. So, interesting. This one I will probably end up buying because no one else probably will because no one knows who the hell Star Saber is, it seemed like.
That is a gorgeous
I like Star Saber.
figure.
Yeah. And I'm fine with, Transformers not transforming. It's just a name. It's just a name to me. Plus, more power to you because they're going to be in robot mode anyways on my shelf. Unless I want to turn my toy room into a parking garage.
Oh.
Are you little flipping over the tarn here?
I'm not good. I have no plans on getting that unless I were to win it at a show. But yes, I think that Tarn looks gorgeous.
Right. Cool. Yeah, he does. He does look really good. The amount of detail, the sheer size. Yeah. And I'm sure once these are gone, they're going to be expensive as hell on the secondary market. Look at that detail on the mask.
Yeah.
Wow. It does look good. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Who's eating what? You got some chips? You better be sharing.
Shout out to Whataburger.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
No.
Yeah. Good one, Frog Man. Good one.
You're making me hungry, bro. When this show's over, I think I'm gonna go to Whataburger and get myself something to eat, man.
So pretty cool. This is a Thailand Toy Expo special. You know, when I'm in Thailand, I don't ever see any of this crap. Man, sucks. All right, moving on. Courtesy of Robot Kingdom, supposedly, we're going to have a reissue of the, I guess, Hasbro commemorative Hot Rod figure. So the G1 Hot Rod figure at Walmart.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty
like
cool,
that?
But why?
Oh yeah.
That's
pretty cool. But why? Like, what's why? What's the reason for it?
Because Hot Rod is so cool.
No, he's not. He's almost hated button. He's almost hated bot.
Yeah.
Walmart doesn't know that.
He's the most hated bot out there. He's got the coolest space age car form, but I don't know, man.
This is a nice G1 toy. I will. It's mistransformed, unfortunately, but the toy is nice, better than the Rodimus as far as a complete package.
Yeah, definitely.
This thing has a good robot mode and it has a good vehicle mode. Now, the question is, do you like this idea that they're coming back with G1, or would you have rather seen a masterpiece? And do you want them to further that to more, whatever, not re-releasing all the commemorative stuff, but most likely they'll start there and then hopefully maybe give us some other ones? Who knows? What do you guys think?
Well, my opinion is I like the idea of them coming back, but I know they release every now and then, like the Power Master, the Ultra Magnus, and You know,
Yeah.
you can find
Like the
those.
Platinum series.
There you go. Exactly. Yes, that. It's fine, but I would like to see other characters, and I know sometimes it's not possible because of some of the molds were lost, destroyed. You know, they're just not around. So I get that, but I would like to see a continuation of that. You know, more or less, this is where we left off. We're going to release the final 3, and this is where we're going to continue. You know, because you know, there's a lot of guys that still collect these, you know, commemorative and Transformers, but you know, it'd be cool, you know, if we'd get a proper Astro Train, that e-hobby exclusive.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Release it in the regular colors and other figures that just weren't released. But
yeah,
I don't know. I guess it's pretty cool, man. You know, I'm a G1er, but
good. We're a small dying breed.
Yeah.
Thank you, Masterpiece. No, Masterpiece is what I think destroyed a lot of it. I think, but it's just me. What about the rest of you guys?
To see some of the community series come back, there's some I wish I would have picked up.
Okay, cool.
Hmm.
Trents?
Yeah, for G1 collectors, it'd be good.
All right. For me, I'm a G1 collector. This is what I started with. This is what I got back into collecting. Or not get back into collecting, but when I started back in '99, getting into, you know, the boom of the internet and all that type of stuff, Takara was doing their reissues, and then eHobby and all that type of stuff, and it was fun. It was fun to see the Takara commemorative product at Toys R Us.
Yeah.
But that leads into Toys R Us isn't going to be around anymore.
Yep.
So who is going to? It looks like Walmart's the one that's going to pick up the slack, which I guess that's cool in a way, but I don't know. I don't expect to see Starscream. Obviously, Megatron's not going to be there. Soundwave, possibly Optimus Prime, and I think then it will die. It's not going to come back. It's going to be more E-Tailer. It's going to be Entertainment Earth, BBTS exclusive type of stuff, or maybe Hasbro Toy Shop. And if Takara is getting involved, it's going to be, you know, the Takara Mall. So, but who knows? It's supposed to be what, around $35, I think. Not too bad. All right. So, Transform Dreamwave TCW04. This is their add-on kit for Computron. I'm showcasing this because I'm trying to get Trents to get a Computron. I showcase this every week. So there you go. That's what it looks like. This is on the Unite version.
Man, that looks damn good.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, you should get one, Trent. Looks good, bro.
Side view.
Yeah.
If I do, more than likely, it's probably going to be the Hasbro one.
It's the colors, dude, from the Unite one that do it, man. It's just, man.
It is true, but the Afterburner, though, is it's the only one. But yeah, I totally agree with you. I went with the Unite Warriors, and it was one of my favorite Unite Warrior purchases. I mean, I was like, oh my God, it's cool.
Yeah, have you seen what that thing goes for now? Good grief.
Yeah. I mean, I paid like $150, I think, for mine. So yeah, it sucked.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's more than that now.
Yeah, it's like 2. So, like the Devastator, Unite Warriors Devastator is like creeping up there too.
Yeah, that's it. And then that's if you can even find it.
Yeah. Look at that. They fill in the thighs, everything.
Damn.
Yeah.
Regret selling mine.
You ever have issues where you're like, damn it, I sold that, and you're like, I'm gonna buy that back, but then you're like, reality check, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, dude, I go through that every once in a while. You know, I had all those Combiner Wars, and I eventually just started selling them off. It just gets too overwhelming here behind me.
And you keep everything in package, right?
Well, yeah, because this is the only room I have this stuff in. You know, I can't invade the rest of the house, you know. So
Okay.
I just don't want to have boxes all over the house, you know. So um,
Couple of
I
boxes
just
in that corner, a little over here,
yeah.
underneath
Well,
the dining room table.
yeah. No, it winds up being, you know, a few under the bed, and then the closet's all invaded, and you start in
Couple in
you
the
start
bedroom.
yeah, man, and it gets to be too much sometimes, and then
I get it.
with all the cars I have outside, also it's just too much, dude.
Oh yeah, you got all the
I'm the car.
Mustangs and everything. Yeah, you got all
Yeah,
these.
yeah, man, they're all over the place, and even
I
though
get
they're
it.
all covered up, everything's neat and tidy outside, but still, it's just too much stuff. So a lot of these, I'll tend to, enjoy them for a while, check them out, and eventually I'll just move them,
I get it.
sell them off and stuff.
My wife always is like, "Get these boxes out of the bed." What? Come on! It's like I need places to store. Some bitch. You don't need that much space.
Oh
So,
man.
oh yeah, but it looks like you get an ankle rocker, which is nice. You can put the accessory pieces on their vehicle modes. So there's
That
scattershot
looks good, dude.
Yeah.
underside. Really nice detail.
Man, no kidding, dude.
Even
For
though they're
real.
casted in a color.
No kidding, bro. That shit looks good. All right, fast forward through this. Hurry up.
All right.
Fast forward through this shit.
All right, moving into Gigapower's metallic version of their sludge. I don't know why. I think this is just to tempt me to get back into them, or why I got out of it. But
bro, trying to find them now, I think.
Yeah, that's the thing too. So just to find any of them, I was into this line, and then I started just not really liking the company. I didn't like their practice. I didn't like the fact that they came out with one, then they did one that was better, but it was in this, chrome version, non-chrome, all this type of crap, back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they do it on purpose.
Yeah, and so I got it. I got out of it. And yes, I should have gone into Fans Toys, and I had an opportunity to get a grinder and all this type of stuff. And I'm like, I don't know. But yet I'm justifying buying like $200 Play Arts Kai shit and all this other stuff. I'm like, oh, come on. So yeah, I'm kicking myself. So someday, hopefully, I'll pick these guys up.
What you'll end up doing is probably finding someone like myself that's going to sell all of them in one hit.
Yeah,
for a good price.
Yep, that and or like hopefully Jisk hits hard times and he's going to sell his doubles or something. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I don't know, but I'm keeping a tally of everyone who has doubles of stuff. So I'm just like, oh, that's the first person I hit.
Yeah, well, Jisk is the first person that has doubles.
Oh yeah.
So,
but
yeah.
No. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I do still collect Transformers. I don't talk about it. I don't, do all that type of stuff. But I do collect them. I do enjoy the masterpiece. I do enjoy the third party. All that type of stuff. But I do like Chug also. I am. I'm always going to be. There's always going to be a place in my heart for Chug. Oh. I need a moment. All right. So here's Make Toys. They're doing their Jetfire. Finally, we saw like 2 TF cons ago. It seems like something at the third party panel, but this is part of their Cross Dimension X or crossover or what not. I do like it, but I'm still wondering where those Seekers are with the Dinobot parts.
Yeah.
And I think we saw a Prowl, a Bumblebee. Was it like a Wheeljack or a Hound or something? But it's not bad. Not hating this. And then this is interesting. So we're getting God Bomber. So if you already picked up Thunder Manus, you got the Divine Armor, which you could create God Jinrai, which is cool. I love it. That's one of my favorite characters. Yeah. Love Master Force. But yeah, they're coming out with another release of just God Bomber here. Looks really good. Good paint. Again, part of the Cross Dimension X stuff. And you can actually combine this with your Thunder Manus also, which I thought was like a touch of overkill, but it works. But there they are, Thunder Manus. There's a God Bomber. Normal look. And then here they are all stacked together. Which is weird, but okay. Whatever. Whatever floats your boat.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Damn it. Cool.
A lot of stuff.
What's the total height on this, man? How tall is it, dude?
It's like a leader class. It's probably going to be bigger now because with more of the add-on stuff for this set.
Yeah.
The Thunder Manus, yeah, it's about a leader class.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. All right, moving into Make Toys. They're Seekers. Sky Crow, I believe, is what this one is called. This is their Masterpiece Skywarp. Hey, look, purple hands. So don't worry. The backside now. I don't know about you guys, but the plastic quality, just looking at the pictures, reminds me of those dollar planes, plastic little planes that you could get that are like bathtub toys.
Yeah, the waffles underneath the wings.
Yeah.
Dude.
I don't know. It just doesn't look. I know
I
it's
know.
not, but it's
Yeah.
I don't know. I get that
This is
look.
Maki Toys?
Yes. You just had to say it correctly, didn't you, Trent?
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Ace would be proud.
And I know we've been through this before.
Shout out to Ace.
Yeah, shout out to Ace, man. That we don't display our figures, back, with their backs facing forward or whatever. But just being in the collector game or being a collector of any sort, it's gonna bother you.
All the way around.
Yeah, dude. It's gonna bother you, man. It's gonna bother. Whether some people will criticize you, oh, you're being too picky or whatever. But nah, bro. It you have to have a complete wing, dude. Fine if it's hollow. It's hollowed out, but you used to have that panel in the bottom that gives it a little bit more of a finish to look,
Yeah. The alt mode looks really good, though. We'll see that.
Looks awesome. Yeah.
I like that missile, underneath the wing there. That looks good. All right, now under Thundercracker.
Yeah, it's an awesome blue, dude. Reminds me of the iGear one. It's like that.
So it is nice that we're getting options. I love that smirk. Looks good. So if you don't want to track down the Takara baby blue Thundercracker, you have this option. And such. There's a lot of posed. Now, who in their right mind has it posed this way? If you do, send us pics. I want to see that. I don't even think Thundercracker would even do that as just the character in general.
Yeah. I've always kind of imagined Thundercrackers being more like the big bruiser of the Seekers for some reason. I don't know. I guess because of the way I remember his voice from the G1 cartoon.
Yeah. The strong man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jet mode again looks good. That red is really bright on the tail fin, but all good. Looks like we're getting a dirge. That's nice. Little change from what we got with Takara. And then we're also getting more of their headmasters, so there's highbrow. So only one more to go. All right. DX9's Breakdown or Montana. They still have that at Arby's. Montana. Yeah, hungry. God.
What the big Montana?
Yeah.
Yeah,
roast beef.
yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'll do a blast from the past, just food.
If you walk into an RV and you say, "Let me have a big Montana," man, they don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Now, if the gal behind the counter said, "Yes, you do," I'll be like, "All right,
Dang.
yeah,
All right, man. You know
yeah,
what's
okay,
up.
that's weird."
Oh,
Cool.
man.
All right, so alt mode looks pretty decent. It looks like a carbon copy of the masterpieces. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, like, wow.
Well, front end's a little high, but yeah, looks pretty much. Yeah.
Just makes you think that Takara could do something as a combiner.
Man, you
Look at
know
that.
they can do it, man. You know they can do it.
It's
Yeah.
like spot on. You have Billy Wings too? Well, I do too. There. I have Lambo doors.
Okay.
Come on. All right. Well, that was it. I don't know if you guys are in on that. I do love the fact that we're getting love to the Stunticons.
Yeah.
Bruticus is great. Predaking's cool, but I enjoy the Stunticons and I enjoy the aerial bots. I love those too, and I want more of those.
That's true.
And we're getting the aerial bots, but it's like, okay, cool, fine, we're getting the Stunticons here.
Yeah, Motormaster is one of my favorites. But
Oh yeah, I love the Key to Vector Sigma 2-part.
Yeah.
Love that. All right, up next is DX9's K2 Ancestroid. Ancestral Hemorrhoid. So there you go. Big blade. It's cool that I can have guns on a swinging hinge holster thing. I think this is Prowl. Trying to be Prowl. Or Prowl. I don't know. Not really into this. Dr. Wu still coming out with some weapons. That's nice. So some rifles, pistols, lots of variation colored pistols. Cast in a single color. Awesome. McFan's Toys doing a Grimlock. This is a deluxe size figure. Knockoff of a third party. And BMB knockoff Barricade. The knockoff of the masterpiece. And this is just a kind of a teaser of what else they're possibly knocking off. So we have a head of a Grimlock. This is all movie figures.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a head of a Grimlock in Dino Mode, Starscream. That is, what head is that? Is that Shockwave? No. Who's this?
Trying to make
Nitro.
that out. What is it?
That Nitro.
Yeah, I think that is Nitro Zeus.
Nitro Zeus. And
It
then
looks like either that or Shockwave.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then I don't know. This looks like a pile of coal or a piece of shit. I don't know what it is. What is that? I can't even tell.
I'll go with the piece of shit.
Me neither.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the really dark turd. Maybe they got some blood in their stool. I don't know, but it's not. That's not a good color. Not a good color there.
Yeah.
All right, that's the show. There we go. Awesome. Cool. That was the news part. Bathroom breaks are advised. Up next is a blast from the past. Let's go over to the chat real quick. Let's see here. Don't forget to hit the like button. That is appreciated. Anything that interests you on what we are looking at? All right.
No.
It's like, no.
They're all great products, man. Good stuff, but
Easy
no, I
pass.
can't spend any money. Yeah, no, I can't spend any money right now. So
Cool.
I have to just turn away.
Yeah, I know how that feels.
Yeah.
All right, real quickly in the chat, we have KJ Smith, Ernest Frazier, Sunday Heat Collection, BBZXA3, Primacon, Lucas Bockelman. And I apologize if I'm not pronouncing everything right. Let's see what else. Walter Young. And that's it. So cool. Oh, I'm losing views on Infinity War. Oh, well, damn it. That sucks. Oh, well. Infinity Wars. It's all good. We're done with Infinity Wars, so it's... we're okay. All right, let me get to what I need to look at here. Anything good happening? Nothing. Oh, what's that? Lego Volts V? Oh, that looks cool. Oh, I didn't get that third party big boobed Spider Woman. I forgot. That was very interesting.
Wait, what?
Oh, there's a third party, like, I don't know if it was a 1/6 scale or something of a Spider Woman. Not the Julia Carpenter, but the Jessica Drew.
Really?
Yeah. But she was stacked. Kind of freaky to the point, like, she ain't gonna be able to web swing with those. No
Really? Where you
chance.
see that at?
So it's very interesting.
He wants to see it.
Yeah, I know. It was in the Facebook group.
Oh, never mind.
I think Alan posted it. Alan Santos. Pretty cool. All right, you guys see what I see?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Damn. So we gotta keep going. All right, here's the Blast from the Past. Again, I'll have the link in the description. This is the... Hopefully you guys have watched it, so it's not a spoiler, but this is the good part of the show. Taking a look at Transformers Season 3. First miniseries to introduce the Season 3, which is Five Faces of Darkness. Takes place right after, not right after, but it follows suit with the movie that we took a look at, a couple of weeks ago. And I think they did a pretty good job transitioning it over. But the 5-part miniseries is very notorious for their animation errors and just animation errors in general. It does give us some good background story on the Transformers, which wasn't fleshed out in the movie. So that's cool, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff. And I didn't get every single animation error, but we're going to look at a lot of them. So sit back, relax.
This should be good.
It should be. Now, the miniseries had its own introduction, then it got the traditional introduction where you see, Skylake's being chased and, all that type of stuff. I'm not going to, I don't have anything with it, but this is a still picture of the continuing introduction. Not for the miniseries, but all right. So there we go. 5-part story arc, Five Faces of Darkness, Flint Dill. This was the first time that I remember they actually took shots or parts of the movie and integrated into the cartoon. So if you didn't happen to see the cartoon, you got a little bit of backstory because, as you can see here, this is from the movie where they're escaping Unicron. That was nice. You didn't get any of that in G.I. Joe. But again, G.I. Joe was kind of different. All right. First animation error in the miniseries introduction. We have Shockwave going after an Energon Cube.
With a new deco.
Yep. This is the Autobot version, maybe? Shattered glass. I don't know. But very interesting. This isn't the only time we're going to see Shockwave change wardrobes. So, first time you could get the Five Faces of Darkness was on a VHS tape back in 1986. Had all 5. I'm still wondering who the hell this dude is. I don't remember this Transformer behind
For real.
Power Master Optimus Prime, who's not even in the series.
He might be one of those pretender vehicles or something. They had like a big giant vehicle or something.
Oh,
or
like
an
Brew?
action master. Could be.
Mm,
Could be
yeah,
who it is.
that could be. And we have some of the Terracons here, which were not featured in the story arc, nor I think these are the clones.
Yep, Pounce and Wingspan.
Yeah, these are guys from the Rebirth, so awesome. Good job,
Yeah.
Family Home Entertainment. Liking it. So that's the first time you can get it. And then you could get it originally from Rhino. Rhinomation, the original Transformers Season 3 Part 1 in Dolby 5.1 audio. Or Shout Factory released it with Seasons 3 and 4, 4 being the Rebirth series in their little box set. Rodimus. Light our darkest way. Look at Unicron like scared shitless, like, oh no, I already lost my body. No!
The light's so bright. Can't see.
I do like the fact that it becomes a moon to Cybertron.
Cybertron, yeah.
It's floating up there.
That's what we get for eating up 2 of its moons.
Yep. And he still
Karma.
functions. That's
Yep.
weird too. All right, so we have the voice talents of these actors. I'm not going to go through them all, but you should know who they are. Greg Berger, Susan Blue. This Peter Cullen dude, I guess. I don't know. Never heard of him. Jack Angel, Michael Bell, Frank Welker. I don't know. You know, Chris Latta, Neil Ross. Who knows? But yeah, there you go. Voice directed by Wally Burr. Distributed by Glaser Television Production Division of Hasbro, Hasbro Inc. 1986. Run Cup Run. That'd be easy if you just transform. And with conjunction with Sunbow Production and Marvel Production. All right, so we did start off with Unicron. Unicron's going through his little like, oh, something to my eye. Got a bad case of the Energon bins. So head explodes. Head now becomes an orbiting moon to Cybertron. We find out. What? Sorry.
I was just going to say, I like how my friend come in and be like, he ejected his head off.
Yeah, you could think of it that way.
Okay.
It works. I mean, he still functions, which is weird. Especially, I love how he wants to attach himself to Cybertron later on.
Yeah.
Give me an eye. Metroplex. My eye is gone. We find out that the Decepticons are on a planet called Char. And that's what we get introduced in Season 3. We're not on Earth anymore. And we're not on Cybertron. We are, but we're everywhere else. Other planets and such. And that was a very interesting take for them to do. Besides scaling the essential characters kind of down. Astro Train's all kind of beat up, looking a little fugly. I love that the Constructicons. We only basically see 4 Constructicons. But there's Scavenger kind of just lounging. Along with Hook, Scrapper, and then Bone Crusher. And they're fighting over scraps. Or they're dancing. I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe they're just happy to see each other. But it looks like Hook's giving a nice little right cross to Scrapper there. They go after the Energon, but unfortunately, Bone Crusher couldn't hold on, so Devastator is got one arm. But there's just familiar faces I just wanted to point out. So the Constructicons are still there. The Stunticons are still there, so we get to see Menasor. Menasor takes out Devastator. Hey, look who's back.
Yeah.
We got Kickback and Shrapnel. going after the Energon. I could have swore they turned into some other dudes, but yet we did see them in the movie later on. Here comes Cyclonus and the sweeps. I just like this picture because you have the sweeps' heads sticking out so they can see where they're going. And there they are. See, Kyle? They all reunite. Like, Galvatron was our leader. I did like the fact that they, at least Astro Train here in this scene, talked about, hey, we did have another dude, Megatron. And Cyclonus quickly said, you mean Galvatron? And Astro Train's like, aren't they the same guy? So only time.
And I'm like, how did they know that?
Yep.
Yeah,
so I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, he says, at least when Megatron was around, it wasn't this bad. He goes, don't you mean Galvatron?
Galvatron.
And he literally just says it. Well, they were the same guy.
Same guy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Like,
they were the
wait,
same
what?
guy.
Even as a kid, I was like, wait, what?
So yeah, if you didn't see the movie, you're like, what? You know?
That's exactly how I was.
But all the while, there's a nice little festivity, Olympic Games taking place on this alien world. Ultra Magnus is here, which is cool. Rodimus being Rodimus. We got familiar faces like good old Warpath and shitty Bumblebee. Damn it. I couldn't eat that.
Stupid yellow bug.
Yeah. RC, we have Springer, and then we have a race going on. So this was pretty fun. We get Monka Spanka, which I didn't know that was Jazz's real name. Maybe.
Me neither.
Or he went into witness protection. But we can tell that's Jazz. Even to this, he's an Autobot.
He's an Autobot.
We can see it there. Don't know who this dude is behind him, but I don't know. Blur's pissed off that he wasn't able to be in the race. And Monka Spanka from the what was he from? Origami or Origina? I don't know. Something cluster. But Perceptor had a better job for Wheelie and Blur, which Wheelie is a girl, according to Blur. Maybe it was always a girl. I don't know. I thought it was a dude, but who knows? But they need to transport this transformation cog to Metroplex City so he can transform into robot mode. I guess hence it got destroyed in the battle. It's like, why didn't you transform him before?
He goes, it was destroyed in the Great War. What do you mean the Great War?
So there it is, a nice little sphere. Just needs a little bit of a circular wings, and we kind of got ourselves a Unicron looking ball. But there's Autobot City. Doesn't really look like Autobot City that I know.
Yeah.
We also got introduced to this guy, Scuzoid. This reptilian type pig. First time he was working with the Quintessons, who happened to now join the fray and kidnapped a couple of guys with their Sharkticons. Spike being one of them, and we finally get to see Carly and our also favorite Daniel. Can't die, Prime. Shut up. Shut up. You know you're going to be RC's head one day. So, goals. We know that Cup comes back. Cup and Ultra Magnus get kidnapped. We finally get to see Springer's transformation into a car. We never saw that, I believe, in the movie. We only saw him in helicopter mode each time. So that was nice. And we get to see RC transform for the first time, I believe, also. And this is the first of many. Rodimus saying, why did I have to be the chosen one?
Yep.
Well, shit.
Blame
Got the Matrix.
Blame Hasbro.
Yep. Blame yourself for getting in the way when Optimus could have just executed Megatron. Yeah, damn it. So that was the first of many. And he has the matrix of leadership in him, so he should have some wisdom. That's not so. He's got a lot of doubt. Now, Cybertron here looks weird to me. Doesn't it look kind of like an Imperial interrogation droid? Just a little? Just a little bit? Yeah, it does.
Yes,
I think it does.
Wow.
I don't know.
Look at that.
So Cyclonus decides we need to find Galvatron. How are we going to do that? Let's get inside Unicron's head. That sounds good. So we'll go find out what happens. So we get another little piece from the movie, Rodimus hugging, bear hugging, and then military pressing, and then tossing Galvatron out of Unicron into this lava-infested world where he was getting a nice little bath with his hand out, asking for change. No one brought him any. And just to let you know, this would be a good time. If you haven't liked the video, you should hit that like button. All right. Because Plastic Fanatics will return after these messages. I was going to take a pee break, but I don't know. All right. We now return to Plastic Fanatics. Here we go. Hopefully hit that like button. All right. We get introduced to this Australian character, Outback. Blaster is still with us. I do wish that we got a rhyme off with Blaster and Wheelie just to see who could kick it the best. But we also got introduced to our favorite King of Kings, Abdul Fakadi, the Socialist Democratic Federation Republic of Carbania. Say that 10 times fast.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
I love that. The Socialist Democratic Federation Republic of Carbania. We have no Decepticons here. Outback has this really cool looking flying disc saucer-like thing in his hand. They do find 2 Decepticons. They find Dirge and Ramjet is hanging out in the airfield. They're like, screw this. This jet. Jet. They fly. Outback throws his little disc. It's enough to take them down, which was very weird. This is the first of many times Ramjet and Dirge are going to crash and burn. So they find out where Char is, or they find out where the Decepticons are, because that is Rodimus's big plan. The Decepticons must have taken Ultra Magnus, Cup, and Spike. One of the funniest lines in the entire movie was when they said, yeah, it's Char, it's in this sector. He's like, oh, wait. Oh, I didn't see it. Oh, I thought it was a smudge on the screen.
Dude, that's one thing I loved about Rodimus Prime. He would just say stuff Optimus would never say. Just all cynical and sarcastic.
Mm-hmm. So here we go. Rodimus is going to go there. Perceptor says, I'm going with you. They kind of look at the debris of the Sharticon. Rodimus is like, you really want to go with me? Remember the last time someone went with me? It's like, oh, yeah, that's right. Grimlock's going to go with you. So here we go. So back on Char. Now Cybertron's in the atmosphere, it looks like. I didn't know Char was that close, or Char's actually bigger than Cybertron. We have the Decepticons hanging out, camping, looking all ragged. Onslaught looks like hell. We have Soundwave's back. We have Rumble. I don't care. You can call him Frenzy, but he's Rumble. But hey, look who's back. Dirge. Thought you were on Earth. Oh, well.
I know, right?
Yep. Yeah. And then we got Blast Off there. And they're all happy because they're going to bring back Galvatron. So we got Wild Rider. We got Headstrong there. We got, I don't know what happened to the rest of his head for Dirge. Octang's there. Motormaster. Pretty cool. All of a sudden, Soundwave's now over here with Blast Off, Swindle, and Breakdown. He was just here, but that's all right.
Yeah.
I can let that slide.
Maybe he gets around.
But here's the big thing. this is a lot of emotion for Soundwave that we've ever seen.
Yeah.
2 seasons worth of Transformers. I've never seen him like, hooray, yay, ooh. And remember, he's the one that Megatron asked, Soundwave, don't leave me. As you command, Megatron. And then, who should take over leader? I do. I think I should. Like, what? All right.
Mhm.
All right. So they're going to go and give Energon to Cyclonus and go and get Galvatron. But do you see something wrong in this picture? Looks like Galvatron's already there. Right there. And again, I've never seen these Decepticons so happy. And what's up with this Seeker? I don't know who he is, but, you know, we got a Seeker there. This guy looks like he's posing. He's on one knee, just like, hey, you know, doing something. We got Thrust back there. Very interesting. So Galvatron's here the entire time. Cyclonus is still begging, give, brothers, give. Like, okay. And there's a little better scene of them. They're still happy. All right. All the while, we have Rodimus and Grimlock on this very high peak. I don't know how they got up there without being seen. Just staring at them. Rodimus is feeling kind of sorry for the Decepticons. And Grimlock not.
Grimlock not. Nope.
Nope. He doesn't care. Cyclonus is looking up there and like, hey, what's up with that? We got some dudes up there. All right, here we go. Let's go get them. My question is, who's this dude? Right here.
Yeah.
I tried to get the best pictures I could, but that guy looks like a Protectobot.
He does.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like he belongs. So they stumble, bumble, coming down, and here come the Decepticons, blasting them away. But here, do we have a hybrid between Silverbolt and a Seeker? I don't really know. And I can now understand where the Transformers Collectors Club got a lot of their colors. But we have a Seeker here that looks really kind of odd. He's got the gold of black, kind of like Silverbolt from the Aerial Bots. All right, moving on. Really good scene. We have slumped over Soundwave with a really huge shoulder cannon, and Rumble got really big. He's a big boy. He's a big guy there. And then Rumble changed into some weird thing along with Soundwave. I don't know what these guys are.
What in the world?
Something happened here.
Yeah.
Maybe kind of Blue Bacchus-ish looking character. But I do love the animation, guys. Like, you know what? There was a lot of fuck it going on during this miniseries. It's like, this doesn't look right. Fuck it. All right, cool. Here they are beating the hell out of them because their weapons don't work anymore. Again, Rumble's a big dude.
Yeah.
A lot of mass shifting going on there. All right. All the while, RC and Springer went off to go after Scuzoid. They got into this asteroid ship. They come to Char for some reason, help out Rodimus and Grimlock. Cyclonus sees them. They gather them. They grab them. Cyclonus, being the cool guy he is, decides to hit Rodimus while he's down, which I thought was funny. And there he is. Now notice they take off. Cyclonus is holding his gun. All right, he's just holding his gun. Next scene, he decides he tosses his gun. Literally just throws it to the side and walks away. I thought that was interesting. Just a little fun tidbit. Okay, they got their energon. They're going. Now we get back to the Quintesson's World Quintessa, the trial of Cup, Ultra Magnus, and Spike, which is a funny thing because they're interrogating Cup. And it's like, you're the chief security officer of Cybertron. It's like, no, Cup, your name's Cup. It's like, no, my name's Teaspoon. And all this other type of crap. That was funny. More in depth on who the Quintessons are instead of what we saw in the movie where they just were executing robots. All the while, they're captured there. I guess a little bit of beating and laser blast to Rodimus put him into a catatonic state in a way, and he started giving out his own, like, I'm going to pass the Matrix on to Springer. Springer's like, no, I don't think so. And there he is, which I thought was kind of interesting. But Grimlock, being the brainchild that he is, came up with the Matrix never appeared, so he's not really dead. And this is the first time we see kind of the ability to go into the Matrix. Kind of cool. Kind of get that wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Never saw Optimus do it, but hey, why not? Rodimus is new on the job. Get to see these kind of cute little lights. He does see the destruction of Quintessa, which was interesting. Get to see the face of Optimus. Get to see some iterations of Rodimus, and then we get to see the Quintessons there. And he comes back. And now we're back to Ultra Magnus, Cup, and Spike falling into the Sharkticon pit, where Cup says, this looks oddly familiar. It's like, dude, we're just fucking here.
You were just there.
But yet the Quintesson should have said, you were just here also. Yeah, I remember you. But that never happened.
Welcome back.
Yep. So they're going through the whole trial thing. Meanwhile, Cyclonus and the Sweeps find Galvatron. He sends Scourge down there to get him out of the lava pool. Here he comes.
I love this part.
And we're going to see a lot of employer, very disgruntled beatings here by the employer. Let's just put it that way. So here's Galvatron about to smack the crap out of Cyclonus. He repeatedly hits him in the face, asks him that he didn't need to be rescued, then hits him into the lava pool. You got to think when Cyclonus is coming out of that lava pool, he's like, this wasn't probably a good idea. Then Galvatron said, shut your face, get back in there. And he kicks him back into the damn lava pool. Which I thought was funny. And then for the first time, we get to see these little strange, like, neurons firing around his head,
Cranium.
his cranium, making him so he's crazy. Galvatron's a little
short-circuited.
little nuts.
Psychopath.
So, Rodimus finds out that they need to go to Quintessa. That's where the Quintessons are to free these guys. All the while, Galvatron is supposedly stronger now. Yeah, we knew how strong he was from the movie. And we see it here. He destroys the planet that he was on. Which is kind of weird. If that actually helped make you stronger, you would keep it in your back pocket. Maybe as a spa resort. I don't know. Something. All the while, here they are trying to save Ultra Magnus, Cup, and Spike. We have Springer, RC, Rodimus. Now, Rodimus and RC are riding on Springer in helicopter mode. And this is how she's riding on Springer. Hand on gun, other hand on ass cheek. Kneeling. Not getting hit by the rotor blades. Thank God. Because this is too soon for Daniel to come in to be a head for her. But there they are. Grimlock's also holding on to the bottom of Springer because their plane was shot down. All the while, here comes the Strike Force team from the Autobots, which kind of looks like Broadside. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wrong. Again, they're now posed, taking a bended knee. Maybe they're protesting the anthem at Quintessa. I don't know. But here they are, Rodimus and RC on Springer again. We get to see the Aerobots coming to save the day. It looks like there's 3 skydives. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I count 1. I count 2. I count 3. But there could be other Autobots. Silverbolt's there. Even though Skydive was flying the plane, now he's going off with air raid. The Quintessons leave Quintessa. Silverbolt decides he wants in on the action. He gets real big. Big enough for these guys to get into so they can fly away. Which makes no sense. And then the Aerobots come back to what I think is broadside still. And the Quintessons blow up Quintessa, thinking that they're going to destroy the Autobots, which in a way they do. So this could be the end of broadside, but not really. And now they're floating in space. Now, Spike is the one that they saved, but does that look like Spike? When did he get lipstick? Weird.
Oh, yeah.
No? I mean, a little closer look. I mean, that looks like lipstick.
Looks like Fairborn.
Yeah. Which we haven't been introduced to. But Rodimus is not in, he's all right. Just, relax.
He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care.
We're going to hit some planet called Goo. It's all good. It's all good. And now Galvatron wants to go to Earth, I believe. But here's a new invention that we got in the Transformers lore. These warp gates. So kind of carried over into Transformers Animated. That's what Optimus Prime was, leading his little expedition guys. They were space bridge technology, all that type of stuff. So essentially this is what this is. But it was between the humans and the Autobots. So anyone it looks like can go through it. So the Decepticons go through it, destroy this platform. A lot of chaos. This guy's radioing Metroplex that the Decepticons are here, yet he's floating off into oblivion. But he knows his priorities, so that's pretty good. And then we have the shuttle flown by Blur and Wheelie with the cog. But does that look like Jetfire?
It looks like Jetfire.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nope.
Whereas Fairborn, she's had some, confinement to a base. I think it was on Mars. The only one there. Now, Marissa Fairborn is the link to G.I. Joe. She is the daughter of Flint and Lady J. So that was cool. Unfortunately, Galvatron caught up with Wheelie and Blur. And look, Wheelie's on fire. How come we didn't get this iteration in from the Ollie release? But Wheelie decides I'm going to shoot one blast. This poor dude, this poor Sweeps. Look at that. He knows it's coming. Those oh shit moments when you kind of go out of your body and you're looking down and oh man, oh shoot. He gets shot in the face. He's gone. Great moment. Quintessons decide to take a moment to chuckle briefly, but then they find out that that Rodimus and his friends are still alive, and they land on Goo. Disgusting. Silverbolt. We've lost 3 aerial bots too, just to let you know. We have Silverbolt and we have another one, but the rest of them are gone. First time we get to see Blur transformed, so that was pretty cool. Again, employer to employees abuse. Galvatron hitting Cyclonus again. Springer thinking that he's pretty smart, but he's not. Maybe he wants to help me. No. Chop that sumbitch up. As we got that wicked scream by RC. And now the Quintessons decide we need the help of the Decepticons, so they go to Char. They offer them Energon. All the while, the Decepticons are underground. It's been bad. They're still missing. Who are they missing? They're missing Dragstrip. These guys. But Blitzwing's there. Blitzwing becomes an integral part of this whole team. The next person to get served up to that garbage truck besides Springer was Rodimus. Rodimus decides to take one for the team. decides to sacrifice his hand, puts it into the gears. Kind of get to see the shock. He doesn't scream though, so because he's a man's man. But look at that. Does it look like his hand got cut off? No, kids, it's all good. It's all right. We're all good. So the Decepticons agree to become part of the Quintessons army. But do you see something wrong with this picture? We have the Combaticons with a unnamed 6th member.
The Bruticus Mini.
Yeah, a little Bruticus Mini there. Kind of odd. So we got Onslaught and Swindle on their knees. You got Vortex, you got Blast Off, you got Brawl, and then you got Onslaught in the background. But look, he's got the shuttle chest. So that's good. Here we have just the Decepticons again, Soundwave, Astro Train, Wild Rider, or not Wild Rider, Dead End, Swindle, and Onslaught. Blitzwing's trying to remember. He knows the Quintessons from some place, but can't. And then right here, they're like deciding, okay, let's do it. But we found a missing aerial bot.
There he is.
That's cool. Thank God. And again, Rumble's still pretty big.
And now Ramjet's there.
Yep, Ramjet has reached Char. Galvatron and Cyclonus are moving their way towards Char, but who's this dude? I think he's a sweep. Maybe he's got some orange wings. Looks kind of weird. We see him again right here. Looks like Soundwave's got some wings now in the background.
Yep.
Kind of odd. Again, Soundwave and maybe Swindle. Maybe it's Swindle. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're part of the sweeps. Who knows?
Oh, yeah, Swindle with wings.
Really kind of odd. Again, they're in the background down there. All right, so they take the troops. Decepticons are there on Goo. And they attack.
Hey, James, could you go back one?
Right here or here?
No. Yeah, that one.
Yes.
Okay. Down there at the bottom left, behind Cup. Who is that?
I have no idea.
What's
I
up,
don't. But we will see there's someone else here.
Okay.
So they get blasted on. Again, we're gonna see some weird bot. I mean, here's Shockwave in normal colors. Looks like I don't know who these guys are. We have the friendly ghost Starstream. He's got a nice little smile on him. Hey, look, Shockwave's here, but he's kind of got a different deco again. Going with the green. The missing Constructicon.
The fuck is that?
So there's Shockwave again. We got Shrapnel. We have Octane. We got Astro Train. We got Dirge. Right here looks like. What?
Shout out to the editors who didn't catch these errors.
Again, it was all about the fuck it. Just put it out there. Looks like Superion's here. And a bunch of dudes with wings on them.
And someone that faded. Someone's fading away there.
Oh yeah, they're just ghosts.
They're ghosts right there.
But the Decepticons attacking the Autobots. We get to see Rodimus for the first time. He actually has guns on those 3 prongs, exhaust pipes on his gauntlets are actually weapons. Slag made an appearance, I guess. I didn't remember him being part of the group. Looks like RC's taking one to the neck. They're all hunched over. They have really bad posture. I mean, Cup, no wonder you're an old geezer, but still. Come on. But yeah, Slag's there. Or, I mean, Slug. Slag's a bad word. Shh. Say Slag. So, here's some other bots that, who knows who they are. Coming out of nowhere.
Who's the black and pink one?
This guy, I have no idea. I think this is an eHobby exclusive. It's not overcharged, but maybe a Blitzwing.
Probably so.
It's like Transformers Collectors Club's like, we need other paint decos. Go watch Five Faces of Darkness. Oh, yes.
Yep.
Again, we have dudes. I think Snarl decided, you know what? Fuck Grimlock and Slag. I'm going to go up there with the Decepticons and start fighting with them. because that looks like Slag, but he looks like he has the Rodimus deco.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Possibly trying to be Grimlock next to him. I have no idea.
Wait, who in the hell is that behind Dead End?
Here or this one? Or
Him
here?
too? And both of them.
There's a lot of dudes. I have no idea who they are. Galvatron comes back and is like, "What the hell are you guys doing?" You guys
walking in
gotta
space.
follow me. So he starts shooting them. Again, guys in the crossfires, I have no idea. Galvatron's about to shoot him. Again, employer-employee relationship's gone awry. He shoots, and now remember, Galvatron's really powerful. He's more powerful in his alt mode. All right? But Cyclonus is pretty strong. So Cyclonus is like, "Who do you want us to shoot?" And Galvatron shoots him in the face. In his alt mode. That was hilarious. Motormaster notices that Galvatron's here. He pledges allegiance, but is that Metroplex?
Yeah, I was wondering, is that Metro?
When did Metroplex get here? Or are we trying to be Onslaught? But yeah, we're doing Metroplex colors. Here we're going to say, hey, we're all part of the group, but hey, we found another Aerobot, Skydive. Skydive decides to become part of the group and pledge his allegiance. That's interesting. He's still there, dumbfounded.
He's still there. Yeah.
Kind of weird. Redgar comes back from the movie, so that's cool. Talking all TV and stuff. Galvatron meets up with the Quintessons, and the Quintessons decide to pull one over on him and say, we'll tell you a secret. Like, there's a Decepticon Matrix on Cybertron. He's like, really? Like, okay.
And he never asked, wait a minute, I don't ever remember hearing nothing about no Decepticon Matrix of leadership.
Oh yeah. Very odd. Especially that you would think, what happened to his memories as Megatron? They must have just gone out the window.
You know, I think when they pulled him up out of that lava, he was a completely different character.
Yeah. And I get the fact of, Unicron, his connection and all that type of stuff, but still, I wish if that was the case, they should have flushed it out more in the series.
Yeah.
Back on Goo, we have Cup here talking to, it looks like Marissa Fairborn, but it's supposed to be Spike. But he's very dainty. That's just me. Here we have them pledging allegiance again. We have Soundwave. We have Octane. We have some weird Seeker. I don't know who this is. And then we have the clone Shockwaves and weird decos of Constructicons.
Yeah.
Man, I want some of those.
So, very odd. All the while, they finally get off the planet. Redgar saves them, takes them back to Junkion.
Put Springer back together.
Yep. Springer's like, hey, or RC's like, hey, look, Springer's back together. And he's like, Rob's like, yeah, okay, fine. He's like, okay, don't get overexcited there. He's like, yeah, I'm just trying to think. Springer. And, so I think the key, Rodimus says to the guys, is in the Matrix. And then Springer's like, well, why don't you get yourself blasted again? And so you can do that. And RC's like, no, you won't do that. He's like, he knows RC. He's not that stupid. Well, look what happens.
He shorts himself out.
Yep, he shorts himself out. Goes back into the Matrix. He's flying around like, yay, this is fun. Who are you? This is your creator, the Quintessons. Oh, really? 2 factions, Autobots, commercialized. And we have the Army, Decepticons. And we get to see different iterations of Rodimus. Which this guy looks like Stainer from She's Out of Your League. That's just me if you've seen that movie. Other
Goggles Prime.
Goggles, yeah.
Goggles Rodimus.
Pork chops Rodimus.
Yeah.
So we get to see a lot of, there's speculation that this is Sentinel Prime. We get to see in here, we got the Constructicons there on Cybertron. Rodimus is giving the Matrix to a Prime-like dude, which is not Rodimus, but it's kind of funny that it looks like him.
It looks like him, yeah.
Here's Sentinel, I believe. Here's the famous scene where it's like, what happened to all these other Constructicons after they built Megatron?
Like, I only need 6. Wow. Goodbye.
Yeah.
But
Who are the two who got killed?
But it's funny that that they have Earth-based modes.
Yep.
Which you can clearly see there. So.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, you saw it over here.
Yeah.
Really?
It's weird.
Alpha Trion is here. He gets the Matrix. He holds it for. That's a big Matrix, man. That came out of you. That's like a 10-pound baby.
Yeah.
That must have hurt. It looks like Optimus's hand's actually giving it to him too. Look at that.
Yeah, it does.
Doesn't look like him because he's got white hands.
He's got white hands and blue and a blue arm. That person there's got blue hands and a red arm.
Yep.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, we get some wisdom from Optimus Prime, which I will admit I was giddy. Like, oh, it's Optimus. He's here. He's cool. He's kind of alive in a way. And then he comes, and Rodimus comes out of his little short-circuiting trance, and Springer says, "You are that stupid." Like, there's enough of that. We need to get to Cybertron. Like, okay.
Yes, sir, Mr. Leader, sir.
Yeah.
Just mocking him and stuff like that.
That only Springer could do.
Like, oh, it subordinates itself.
All right, so big plan on Earth. The Constructicons, all 4 of them, I don't think there's, maybe 5. We don't have all 6 of them yet, are creating out of the city a new transformer. Which, if you remember the key to Vector Sigma, the only way to give life into an object was Vector Sigma. Yet, somehow, Trypticon came to life without that. Go figure. I don't know this guy. It looks like Octane, but he's supposed to be a Constructicon. Maybe he's Wheeljack.
And I'm like, wasn't he out in... Wait a minute, yeah. Wasn't he all out in space?
Yeah. And who the hell is this dude? When did Longhaul get a makeover? Like, you know what? I like blue.
Yeah.
I don't like orange. I don't like green anymore. And he's still there.
Still there. Look at
So
that.
we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 Constructicons. So they finished up their project. They're going to transform the city into Trypticon. Now, I don't know. I was watching the entire 5, part miniseries. I took pictures off while I was watching it. So I thought this was funny and a little weird, especially if you know anything about the old school Disney animations. Is there a lot of penises in this shot? This city?
Yep.
Does that look like a penis to you?
Yep.
Does that look like a penis?
Oh,
Does that look
yeah.
like a penis?
Yep.
Penis?
Yep. Yep.
Penis?
Yep.
Yeah.
This photo is very
Kind of a
fat.
penis.
Look at that.
That's kind of weird. Another penis?
Another one right there.
Like, what the hell? A lot of penises.
Yeah. Sausage party, bro.
That doesn't say anything about my own character. Come on. I was watching this. I was like, what the hell is that? Like, what the hell? They made Trypticon out of a bunch of penises? No wonder he's always angry.
What a dick, man.
Yeah, what a dick. What a Robert. What a dick. So, and then, Trypticon's pissed off because he found out he was just a bag of dicks. So he's starting to blow up things. Pissed off. And they're all happy. They changed their color so they weren't recognized. And the Constructicons are going into hiding. Who knows? Back on Cybertron, we have Cup. We have Cosmos. So Cosmos is still around. We have a weird-looking Grimlock who, I think, if Perceptor and Grimlock had a child, that's what it would be. And then we have the Decepticon army with a lot of, I guess, all the rest of the Decepticons decided to become sweeps.
I know, right?
There's that Breakdown has a sweep. There's a Wild Rider has a sweep. Yeah, it's kind of odd. right here. Looks like Springer turned sides. He has a Decepticon symbol on him. Kind of weird. Over here, though, he's back to normal. So it's all good. But yeah. Right here, we get to see that Cyclonus has a twin brother.
In Dirge. Is it Dirge?
Dirge colors.
Dirge colors, uh-huh.
So the Armada is still alive. There he is, transformed.
With the orange. Wow.
This is the first time we were introduced to Shattered Glass Rodimus.
That's Rodimus.
Right there. Back in the 86 5 Phases of Darkness, that's Shattered Glass Rodimus. Kind of cool. Triptychon's alt mode. And don't forget, we still have their original base, Teletran 1. Who's going to fight the mighty Triptychon? Let's get those mini bots out there.
Yeah.
So we get some new guys. We get Pipes. We get Swerve. We get Tailgate. And yes, we get the so fucking Bumblebee still there.
Stupid ass bug.
Yeah, stupid ass little bee. Biatch. Oh, man. We get to see that Autobot City is now finally Metroplex, which is out in the middle of nowhere. Doesn't look anything like we saw before. Kind of cool. Here we get to see Outback's back. There's Tailgate, Swerve, Warpath, Pipes, Bumblebee, missing a horn. And then we get Beachcomber. Beachcomber decided he wanted to switch sides, so he decided to go with the deco of Wild Rider. I thought that was interesting. Does it look like Pipes' nips are kind of sagging?
They're drooping, man.
Yeah, they are. Weird.
Get that guy a bra, man.
Get that guy a bra. Get that guy some support. Damn. Here's Triptychon. We get to see a little bit more of the base of the arc, which is odd. Teletran's still alive and kicking. Decides I can do something. And Triptychon's like, I ain't gonna have that. He did not know I was made of a bunch of dicks. There you go. Back on Cybertron, Ultra Magnus is taking one for the team, deciding, you know what, I will give you guys some a head start. I will try and fend off the Autobot or the Decepticons. So here we go. Oh, look, Dirge and Ramjet's back. Well, don't worry, Ultra Magnus basically destroyed him. And then the final showdown that we wanted to see, this two city commanders taking on each other, Ultra Magnus and Galvatron. Galvatron transforms again into his powerful alt mode. He blasts Ultra Magnus. Is it enough to destroy him? No, he get on Monday knee. It's all good. He's okay. No worries. So, there you go. Receptor. Bumblebee is now on Cybertron. Dude gets around. So that's pretty cool. He looks like he's waging a freaking, like, what is that? A 45 Magnum? Then we got Slingshot, Perceptor now, and who's this dude?
Looks like a protector bot.
Besides Jazz coming around for a reach around. Ooh. What's Jazz doing? Or wait, no. What the? Okay, so he's got two guns, yeah, and Jazz is coming around for it. Yeah, he's coming around to do something. I'm gonna grab another gun.
On Earth?
Yeah.
What if there was Hubcap that was on Earth?
Maybe. Oh yeah, could be. Galvatron right here. Got some red eyes. He's got a shattered glass emblem now. Or his Decepticon symbol. The Quintessons are coming up with a plan.
Twirling their mustaches.
Their elite Sharkticon group is going to go into Cybertron. And the dumbfounded Blitzwing is like overhearing their case. Ooh. We do get introductions to new characters. So another new character, Skylynx. Because if you remember, Blur and Wheelie are still trying to get to Earth. And they're not getting anywhere Too fast. Marissa Fairborn failed. Get to see Skylinks transformed into both his iterations. So the flying bird creature. There they are. They look like they're on Unicrons. Kind of tusk, but they're not. And then we get to see the actual links. We get to see the separation of Skylinks. Also, the introduction of a certain combiner team of the Decepticons. The Predacons. There they are. Have the same voice. The Predacons. And then we get the mighty Predaking. Purdy.
Who has no eyes. Oh, okay, there they are.
Yeah, they're there. That articulation. Showing off that ankle rocker.
He's so cool. Every time he moves a joint, it makes the transformation sound.
It's called arthritis. And we get to see the combined form of Skylinks, who happens to take out Predaking with its tail.
Yeah. Yep, that's who they picked to be Predaking's rival. A bird dinosaur looking thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That cocky ass bird.
Yeah. Commander Modesty.
Yep. And then
So
up
full of
next,
himself.
we get Metroplex in his battle station mode next to the city portrait that we saw in the very beginning, even though he was all alone out in the desert. Trypticon's coming. He's missing Full Tilt. Full Tilt decides, screw this shit, I'm out of here. He's a big old dick, Trypticon. Bumblebee's back on Earth, though. So he's going to go help out again. Dude can get around. Damn. Some familiar characters. So we got Thrust and we got Laserbeak. Skylinks goes down after getting Blur, Wheelie, and Marissa Fairborn. The transformation cog has now transformed actually into a cog. So that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. And now they decide, let's play a game of keep away. And Marissa's like, okay, I can do that. So again, there's the cog. And we have some Decepticons on site. We have a couple of shrapnels, a bombshell, a kickback, which who knows? They're just there. They're constantly here. Screw it. Why not?
The hell.
Wheelie decides to go for a Hail Mary. I didn't know she has an arm. This is all in the same cutscene. So she tosses it. It goes in space. I shit you not. It goes into space, it seems like, because that's where we go.
Yeah, because I got this word.
And Skylinks catches it. And then tosses it to Pipes. Which Pipes, man, he's got a mouth. He's like tells freaking Blur to shut up. Like, really? Wow. They're all happy that they got the transformation cog. Even the Constructicons are happy along with Frenzy. Or maybe they're trying to summon a spirit bomb. I don't know. But that's what they're doing right now. All the while, Dirge is now back and fully functioning, even though he exploded because of Ultra Magnus. And Ramjet's like, if you're back, I'm back. So he's back also.
Yeah.
Jazz, or as we like to call him, Monka Spanka, is now fighting with Perceptor and Rodimus. Blitzwing tries to tell Galvatron that the Quintessons are backstabbing them. And he's like, go tell it to the Autobots. So he goes down there to the Autobots. Is this Spike or is this Daniel? I don't see the D. I guess it's Spike. But Metroplex finally transforms. And it's on. It is so on. So a little pushing and shoving. Trypticon decides I'm going to hit you with my tail. Metroplex is like, screw you, I'm going to hit you with this damn mountain. In the face. In the face.
A mountain.
Metro, and these are huge guys fighting, so it's kind of weird. And so Metroplex decides, I'm going to jump on you. Trypticon puts up his foot, tosses him down. Trypticon's all happy. And now it's Rock'em Sock'em Robot. Metroplex goes for the military press, tosses him a good distance. I mean, damn, the dude's got an arm.
He's in the desert and he throws him in the ocean.
Yep. And who would have known the ocean was Trypticon's kryptonite? He's just pissed off, and he leaves. Which leads us to the great Carbomia Octane Dinobot Island thing. Which I love.
The guy just takes a cruise underneath the ocean.
Yeah. And so Metroplex is proud of himself, even though he looks like he's transformed. Everyone's happy down here. Bumblebee's happy. A blaster-colored Ratchet is happy. It looks like maybe a Wind Charger who has Wheeljack colors is happy. They were dead, but they're back. Sharkticons, they know that they're supposed to push down. That's all it is. Push it down. Right here, Blitzwing helping out the Autobots, even switching sides. Does he look like he has an Autobot symbol? It's purple.
Wow.
Looks like it to me. Looks like it to me here also.
Isn't that what Rodimus offers him to switch sides, right?
Yep. But he declines. But that was after the
He
fact.
declined it.
Yep.
Galvatron, being the oh-so-wise general, decides, you're not going to trick me, and he pushes it down. They turn to ice. They freeze. Who would have thought they had that type of thing there? Springer's on Earth. RC. Metroplex is all legs. Quintessons are happy.
You get the picture of the civilians?
No, where they're like, kind of like, golly, they must have bust. Bunch of country bumpkins. I love that. It was good. The savior is Spike getting the gun out of Rodimus' hand. Blitzwing switches back to the Decepticon side. And that's the end of Blitzwing. We never see him ever again because there's a threat by Galvatron.
Mm-hmm.
Make you suffer.
Yes, this is what really made me respect Blitzwing a whole lot.
Yeah.
He told them both, look, cut this out or I'm gonna write the end of this battle.
Yeah.
Yep. I did like him in the
man,
Triple Changer takeover where he was a football fan. I did like that. But yeah, this was pretty good.
Yeah, at the end he just said, fuck this shit, and he left.
Yep. And so Galvatron left also with Cyclonus has now got the Armada back, which is pretty cool.
A whole lot of them, too.
A
Yeah.
whole lot of them.
Damn. And Rodimus with his oh so good wisdom. Today we found out that we are not alone, that our creators want to destroy us. Boo-hoo. Death. So there you go. That was the 5 Phases of Darkness. A lot of animation errors. I didn't get them all, but we saw quite a few of them of characters that switch sides, didn't switch sides. Loved it. And now let's go into the toys. So the guys that we were introduced to in the show. So we got Pipes here. Minibot.
Recolored Huffer.
Yep. Now, these are just the G1 originals. I'm not going over the Encore re-releases and all that stuff. If you want later on, you can pause it to read his tech spec, his bio, and such. He's got pretty good strength, though. It's up to what? A 9? That's pretty good. Down to a 6 on intelligence. Yeah, I thought his intelligence would be up more if he can fix Metroplex, but well, there's a toy. We got Outback, the Australian. Look at that Iron-On patch. It's an Omnibot. That would suck. Who'd you get for a patch? Omnibot. Damn it! I was not surprised. His tech spec. And his toy, both modes, which again, Outback is the redecoed, retooled Brawn.
Brawn.
And then we have Swerve here, which is a retooled version, or not retooled, but well,
Recolored.
Yeah, recolored and retooled just because the face. So,
Yeah, oh yeah.
Look at that, $297. Man,
that's pricey.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah.
I could barely get those 5
Three-
Constable Zuvios for 3 cents a piece.
$3.
Yeah, it's a lot of bubblegum.
For a mini buck.
Yeah. But there's his background. Tailgate. Ooh, again, $297. Redecoed, retooled wind charger. Let my fellow mechanical beings go. He sometimes has his mind stuck in low gear, believes 55 miles per hour speed limit is infringement on rights of cars. Garages are prisons to him. Oh, man. Doesn't understand Earth machines are not alive.
Who writes this stuff?
Prone to overheating, though. I did have this guy when I was a kid. I didn't have wind charger. I had this guy, but I wish I had wind charger because I had Brawn, and I remember they always had the team ups.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And like this guy, like what did he actually do? Nothing. This is one I wish I had as a kid, but I bought. This was one of my first purchases when I got into collecting or recapturing the childhood. Good old Metroplex.
Yeah, look at that.
Those mini bots. Looks good. It's not that boring, Charles. So, screw this Transformer shit. I'm falling asleep. I'm gonna dream about it in here now. Bastards. Yeah, that's right. You don't take no lip from that snoring. He's dreaming about that third-party Spider-Woman. Big old melons. All right, there's the alt modes of Metroplex, Autobot City, and Battle Station. And there is the robot mode with his 2 little counterparts, Scamper and 6-Gun. Again, Metroplex was retooled, actually recolored. It's recolored into Metro Titan.
And there's
Skylinks.
2 versions of that also.
The what?
There's 2 versions of the Metroplex, one with the chrome legs and one with the white legs.
Oh, yeah. The chrome legs, the rubber tires, the plastic tires. Yeah. It's a good one. I mean, it was at least reissued in the Encore series. So we had that option. And then we got Triptychon in the Platinum series, so it was nice to have the 2.
Yeah.
I do wish that he had electronics. Just to like roll on his own. That would have been kind of fun.
That would have been cool.
But this guy had electronics, Skylinks. He's a walking Lynx and a swooping Autobot Defender. It's kind of an a-hole too. Oh. It's a powerful fighter. When are we getting a third-party Skylinks? Back in the day, it was what? Machine Boy? Now it's... Who has a silhouette of some Skylinks? Someone. Damn it. Pretty cool. Again, this was offered in the Encore Series 2. Got to keep that shuttle white. Different modes, so you can have the 2 connected like we see in the show, or you can have them separate. And you can have them separate as far as their the Lynx and the bird mode. Or together. Ooh. Now for the Decepticons. Triptychon.
Hell yeah.
Had this as a kid. Loved it. Got Fort Max and was like, this isn't a good fight. This isn't fair. So he took on Power Master off his Primalot. And I did use this tower as a flashlight all the time. That was my nightlight to use the bathroom at night. Where's my
Really?
Trypticon? Yeah, I used that so I could find my way to the bathroom. Yep. My parents didn't believe in that little hall light plug-in crap or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, Trypticon. Pretty cool.
That's a badass figure. I got several of those guys, man.
Yeah. Out of the cities, Fort Max is great because he's just big. And I get it. Metroplex is kind of on the weaker side. Let's be honest. His city modes, his battle stations, like his bot mode is like, okay. Trypticon is probably the best city bot out of G1. Yeah. I like Scorponok, but I really like Trypticon. I like the ramps. I like the rotating dishes, the guns, all that type of stuff. I like the ability he walks. It's cool.
Yeah.
And there he is with full tilt. And what's his tank? Tank's name is Brunt, I believe. Or Burnt. I don't know. All right, moving on to the famous elite combiner team. That was the largest combiners, the Predacons. So number one on the team, the Predacon leader, Razor Claw. See Hasbro? That's not a friendly lion. It looks pissed off. It's good. I like it. There's his X-Spec. That's what it looks like. See, he's not the friendly, cuddly little lion that the Titan class one looks like. Come on. Come on. Let's do it. You got Dive Bomb. Check out his bio card there. The Eagle. Oh, no. The Vulture and Eagle.
I think it's an Eagle, I think. I don't know.
What's this say here? What are they? Oh, I got the Spanish, or I got the foreign. What? Damn it. That sucks. Next up, we got Rampage here. Jaguar. The ninja. He's got paint on his face. Yeah. How come the other one didn't have paint? That's weird. Headstrong. The best advice is not to listen to advice. It's good. Now, there's different versions of the Predacons too. There's the metal versions. There's the plastic versions.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind also. And it was reissued 3 times, I believe.
They had the original yellow, and then they had the gold one. They had the different sword.
Yeah, that one.
And
the platinum. Or
the
year. It was
the platinum, yeah. There's the red box version.
Yeah.
Which is just the reissue of the gold version, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Tantrum. And then we got, which had such a weak sword and weak wings, but there's Predaking. But Crazy Debbie helped you out. You wouldn't spend the money. But he was a fun toy. When I finally got this guy, I was like, oh my God, this guy's so cool. He's beefy. I thought he was just badass.
He is pretty cool.
And there's his tech spec card. All right, that's it. There you go. That was the 5 Faces of Darkness. Those were the characters introduced in the miniseries. So we got like Skylinks. We got some new mini bots. We got to see some of the transformations finally of like Blur, Springer, RC. And then we got the Predacons. We got the 2 city bots, Metroplex, Trypticon. And then we got a nice backstory origin, which carried, forward throughout the mythos, the lore of the Quintessons and how they produced everything. But it was just kind of made sense. But then it started warping and changing from like Primus and all that type of stuff. So it had nothing to do with the comic books. I mean, Galvatron wasn't even in the Marvel comic books besides 1 issue. I think it was a flashback or a fast forward.
Flash forward, yep.
Yeah. So, all right, that's it We've been going for about 3 hours. Charles is totally out. He's like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I don't need to watch this. I'm even on the show. See, I told you we'll put your ass to sleep. So, right on. All right. Anything else you guys want to discuss, or just call it a day and celebrate Cinco de Mayo?
That was the day.
All right. Cool. Here we go. Charles. Oh, now Charles. Yep. What the hell? Like, oh, you doing outros? I'm awake.
I'm awake.
Charles, where can people find you at, man?
Office for Prez and here every Saturday night.
Awesome. Cool. Frogman?
Y'all can find me at Eddie Frogman on the Facebook groups. Thank you for having me on the show.
Oh, no problem.
Appreciate it, man. It was awesome. Thank you. That's about it, bro.
And Trent's?
Find me Trent's5 at Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Wait, okay. BVZXA3 said he did turn into a car. Okay, so he did. All right. I don't remember that. I have to go back and watch.
Who?
For Springer, his transformation. Let's see. For me, you can find me on Instagram. You can find me on YouTube and Facebook, Victory Saber 77. And yeah, thank you for checking out the show. Don't forget to hit the like button. It looks like we have 18 people watching, but yet we only have 12 likes. Man, I got that accounting degree.
Hit that like button.
Let's hit the like button. But let's see. I'll go through some of the chat here if I can. What do we got here? Why can I not scroll through? That's weird. P. Ferguson 19's in here. Russ the Muss is in here. He's like, Will, shut. I'm missing a great one this week. What's up, guys? What's up, Russ?
What's up, Russ?
Super Dimensional, Darren Smith, we've seen all these guys. So cool. Thank you again. Appreciate it. And hopefully Skullfest is going really well. I'm sure it is. And looking forward to videos, pictures, all that type of stuff. Be safe. Hopefully your livers will forgive you the next day. And that's about it. Next week, most likely the Blast from the Past will be Captain Marvel. We'll be taking a look at Marvel, my favorite character, and then we'll be taking a look at Carol Danvers. And maybe I'll throw something else in there.
Cool.
I don't know. So, man, it's hot. It's going to be a hot day tomorrow here. I like it.
Welcome to summer.
Yeah. I hate
Yep.
summer. I hate summer. Oh. We have
Yeah, I don't
15
like it.
people.
I don't like it either, man. I don't like the 115 and 110 degree weather. Nope.
What else we got? That's it. All right. We're out. 16 viewers, about 13 likes. Yeah, it's good. Okay. Thanks again for watching, guys. Do appreciate it. We'll
Thanks for watching, guys.
Next week. Don't forget to check out the rest of the Cool Table Network. The beginning of the show, shouted them all out. Again, you can find them everywhere. Facebook page. Like and subscribe to everyone. Let's get Deluxe Balls up to 1,000 subscribers, and then we just cut it off. And like and subscribe, all that type of stuff. 5-star ratings, because it's we're asking.